Okay, cool. So, welcome back. Last we left off, we just finished the first of our trials, the strength trial, which Otto had emerged from victorious after triumphing in combat against his own reflection, another mysterious person's reflection, and then several more opponents, finally finishing with hi. Before then, in the day, it was you guys sleeping, and the previous night before that, the monk had arrived and had ran away from Otto's scary form. So, I think that's everything that happened last session. Something like that. I don't know. Cool. So we'll pick up from there with Otto, you in the field, in the Colosseum, standing over High's unconscious form. The crowd, not corpse, standing over High's unconscious form. The crowd cheering your name. Yeah.
Otto! Don't get it wrong!
Yeah.
Do the good, yes. Very good. We still fight? No? Who cleans up now?
Lovely. You see from the platform that the Merchant Lord and the Elder Water Genasi have been standing, a set of steps materialize down to the arena, and you see them gesturing you to come join them up on the stage.
It's gonna look Boston. It's not bolting to horse.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, so you run up the steps, and this is the stage where all the speeches have been made so far. So at the back is the four chairs with each of the different Genasi elders sitting in them. The Water Genasi is standing with her staff of coral nearby, and Celia Fulston, who gave the opening speech for the day, is there as well. She smiles warmly as you approach and says, "Congratulations, mighty warrior. It seems you're our victor of the day." Her voice, magically enhanced, reverberates throughout the stadium to much more applause.
Cool. I'm not Victor, I'm Otto.
She whispers to you, just go along, it's fine. A mighty warrior indeed.
Her voice will echo me.
In recognition of your strength, us merchant lords of Timboda bestow upon you this gift. And a attendant comes up with a satin red cushion on which is a silver necklace that looks like it would just barely fit around your very thick neck, inlaid with sapphires, and the mark of someone unknown to Otto. She presents it to you and says, "This is the necklace of Ophia the Huntress. May it serve you well," and allows you to take it. The Water Genasi then approaches and says, "Yes, congratulations, warrior. You have proven yourself very strong and well deserving of your claim. It will be an honor to have you join us in the final celebrations and ceremonies at the end of the trials." You're then gestured away and are kind of sent back down into the similar areas where you guys started the trials underneath the arena. You would have had a chance to pick up your javelins like you requested.
The one that I impaled at the end, is he still alive?
Afraid not.
Yeah.
But it's cool. So I haven't made it yet, but the necklace you've got is a rare magic item. It requires attunement, and while worn gives you a +1 bonus to your armor class and 3 uses of the Misty Step spell per day.
What?
Replenishing 1d3 charges at dawn.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Zeal's stealing it.
She can certainly try.
She will.
I need +130 silver. I need +1. Should have won there.
Cool. Sometime later, the two of you are awoken by two monks. You find yourself in a similar area to which you also started the trials in, but this looks to be kind of a triage room, a bit more clean than just the like pen type things that you guys began in. You're in kind of like a long hall, so whilst you're not right next to each other, you gather that all of the wounded or dead people have been brought here to attempt to be cared for, so you can assume each other's in the room. Meanwhile, over the next hour or so, you see people just clearing out the stage, bringing in fresh sand and trying to like remove the bloodied sand where possible, washing the ground a bit, and carting everyone out, some on stretchers, some under tarps, and some just being carried out by various monks that look a bit older than the monks that you saw participating in this challenge.
What does the box of all the head people doing?
Make
The
a
merchant
perception
lords.
check.
Yeah.
Oh, 5.
5. Hard to tell from here. The magical TV screens aren't displaying them right now, and they're a bit too far away to make out anything specific. But people are still cheering, still enjoying their food, discussing all the things they saw, and seeing who caught the coolest moves and whatnot. Discussing their opinions. And so over the next hour, you guys will awake, having taken a short rest. You will be just taken through the monastery.
Are they talking to me the entire time?
Not too much. They're pretty quiet monks. Just kind of taken around the underneath of the thing, and taken back out an exit that is like specifically for the combatants and whatnot. And then Laika, you see after about an hour the dome that covers the magical dome that covers the thing turns to mist, and fog shrouds the Colosseum, and you hear Celia Fulston's voice once more saying, feel free to leave or remain for the next few hours. Our trial of Ingenuity will take place this afternoon, and so the monks will be preparing for that under this guise of mist. Enjoy your day further. We look forward to seeing what the rest of the day shall bring us. And then cuts off. So, as one of those performing in the trials, it's up to you how you'd like to spend your next few hours. You'd have seen Otto being led down and presumably out of the arena. It's up to you guys if you're going to try and look for each other or just meet up back at camp. The trials opened their doors at dawn. It'll probably be about 11 o'clock in the morning now.
Okay.
We can estimate the trial will start next one at say 3 in the afternoon. So you've got about 4 hours, or 3 hours I should say, after your guys' short rest.
That is very interesting. Could I chat up the people around me and see if they've heard any rumors about what the Ingenuity Trial is going to be?
Okay, yeah, sure. Make a general persuasion check, or investigation check.
Or investigation?
Mm.
I'll do investigation.
60. The average people around you don't know too much. The monks are pretty good at keeping their
Cards closed.
their cards close. But they have seen a lot of those who've been around the monastery a little bit more, have heard a weirdly large number of birds chirping and seen a weird amount of shrubbery being brought and carted around the monastery in various places. But more than that, it's mostly just wild speculation, and a lot of it is things that you can blatantly tell as wild speculation. Everyone's kind of day drunk already, and so half the people are convinced that there's going to be 4 dragons for you to fight. Another one believes you'll need to outwit a genie. Such rumors that are kind of possible, but probably blatantly a little bit outrageous.
Okay. Got you.
It's rolled again. I said the mark of my shoulders.
I will. I don't think I'll look for everyone else just yet.
Okay.
I think I'll do a little bit of a walk around.
All right.
I wanna try and be a little bit cheeky.
Okay.
I'm gonna send Luna up
All right.
maybe over the barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like facing like the contestants. And sorry if I'm misthinking you, but what I basically want to do is I want to send Luna around, like do a cursory look over the see if she can maybe probe the shield per se, or if she can get closer to what they're doing to set up, and see if I can do any situations there.
Cool. Yeah. So the magical thing is a dome that covers the whole of the Colosseum.
Okay, so
which is not
she
covered
wouldn't
by
be able
mist.
to.
But she could fly up onto the top and try and peek down through that.
Okay.
On buttons on the far end by the wall.
Good.
Oh, okay, cool. And then, yeah. So you're welcome to make a perception check.
Got you. It's a solid one.
Nice.
No modifier.
Cool.
Two, literally do hits and fucking suck.
At least it's something you can modify.
Yeah, sure. Fair.
So, yeah. Afraid I can't help you too much.
She beats and dances and fucking nothing.
Yeah, from the top of the dome where she goes, the sun is kind of just reflecting off of it. So
Got you.
yeah.
Can I have a look around for maybe not people that I've been sitting with, but more like the staff?
Okay.
Like I want to look for like a cleaner or like a cook or a chef or like somebody that wouldn't really be like noticed too much, but like a cleaner of some kind that's been involved in the story and of the trial so far.
Yeah. So without too much trouble, you're able to find some monks who best you can find fill that purpose. They're in kind of more of like brown robes and look to be just standing quietly about at intervals throughout the stands, by the entrances, making sure people know the way, like usher type vibes, things like that. Or else potentially looking to handle any spectators that get too rowdy. But yeah, look to be going for the most part unnoticed by everyone around them.
I'll go up to one of them and I'll like put my hands on my hips and go like, phew! God, this has been such a day. I'm sure you must be exhausted too with all the setup and stuff. Like, phew! Must be a day for you and a half, right?
Yes, it's been a mighty exciting day. Can't say it's been too hectic. We've been preparing for this for quite some time, so it's for us quite a momentous day to see many of our younger acolytes proving themselves.
Right. No, I mean I can totally imagine. Like, what was the hardest part about setting up the first trial?
Make a persuasion check. 10. He says, finding sourcing enchanted mirrors such as the one we used is not the easiest of tasks.
No.
But as for the actual setup, not too much manual labor was involved.
Right. Gosh, and I'm sure the next one must be quite an arduous task too, right? Like the fact that you guys are doing it under the mist is quite scary. Is it quite scary, or is it do the audience need to be scared at all, or is it more just exhilarating? Like, is the audience gonna love it?
He kind of looks at you with like a small smile, and he says, "No, it's nothing to be afraid of. The mist is our version of the curtains closing during the interval of a play.
Oh, that's fair. That makes a lot of
There's
sense.
no need for the public to see the mess of arranging the next trial to be set up, and the mist, despite its appearance, is quite thin, so everyone underneath it can see quite well what
Oh,
you're doing.
that's quite clever. How many people do you think are going to be in the next trial? Do you know?
I'm not aware of the exact number, but generally there's a pretty even spread throughout the trials, so a good few.
Okay. Okay. Well, just wanted to check out the day, see how it is. Thank you so much.
Of course.
I'll walk away, and I think I'll go find everybody else.
Okay.
Can I look around in the area where I woke up? Are there monks around? Are there people being tended to?
I'll check. Would you mind just checking if that does it? You can quite easily see there are a few monks around. They're spreading general medicinal bombs and salves on people. You can see you've got bandages wrapped around where you took some particular wounds.
Yeah. Can I go up to one and just one who doesn't like he's attending someone in the meantime, and just say, hello there. I see you bandaged me and stuff, but I'm still feeling pretty hurt. Do you have any healing potions or anything that I could take to quickly, because I'm competing on a trial later, quickly regain my strength so I'm ready for that?
Make a persuasion check.
Would I see him doing this?
No, unless you have looked for him beforehand. This is quite a large hall you're in. There was about 100.
I mean, I would look around to see who was in the hall.
4.
4. That's when you say that. So
No, I know.
Yeah. 4. He says, I'm afraid we do not offer services such as those. Part of the challenge of the trials is conserving your strength in each one so that you can still compete in the following day.
Thank you. And then I'll leave and I think I'll go back to our camp.
Okay.
Just wait there for the others.
Sure. You're welcome to make a perception check to look around.
How shiny is the room?
Steal the room.
Steal the room.
Make a perception check.
I don't want to steal from them. They're not exactly.
We'll lay the rolls today for you.
Perception. 3.
3.
A booga.
You're still feeling a little bit lightheaded and whatnot from waking up. So, you don't see too much. But it doesn't look to be particularly shiny. This is very much like a triage area or like a med bay type thing. You're in... I mean, it's not shiny, but it's a very nice room. It's as I said, like a wide stone chamber with a lot of natural light inside it, but you can't quite see where it's coming from. There seems to be all manner of murals on the walls and paintings on the walls and in the stone itself, depicting various different elemental shapes and attributes of the different elements and personifications of them and things like that. But this does not seem to be the treasury room of the monastery by any means.
I just had an idea. So the nobles were going to skip the first 2 days of the trials. Correct. We are now in the time when the nobles would be arriving.
Yeah.
Yes.
Presumably they would have arrived to watch this first one, yeah.
I had Mercibus arrange carriages to take people back and forth.
Yeah.
And he was also managing my finances for the trials. Can I go look around to see where the nobles would be staying, to see if I could see if he was there?
So looking back in the tent area,
Yeah.
if you can find the nobles' tents and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
sure.
I did ask him to attend the trials.
Yeah.
For Mr. Coxley.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what I
Yeah, you're welcome to head out as well, and you can make an investigation check, I suppose.
I'll go find everyone back at camp.
Cool. Yeah, you head back to camp, and we'll eventually meet up with Hi there.
Investigation 15.
15. Yeah, you're able to find an area where the tents all look like the manor equivalent of tents. It's kind of understandably a fair distance from the other riffraff. It's probably takes you about a 20-minute walk up a hill and then through another copse of trees and then onto another clearing. But emerging, you can immediately.
Sorry, I realised something.
Okay.
I have shenanigans.
Cool. Can immediately see that the tents and things set up here are of a much higher caliber, and some people seem to have brought their own fantasy camper vans, luxury wagons for travel and comfort that some people are staying in. Yeah, and without spending too long walking around, you're able to find a tent with Mr. Croxley's sigil on it. Presumably Anderson would be inside or somewhere else in the Travels.
Yeah, that's fine. Just wanted to make sure that it was here. I've realised that I have been an idiot.
Okay.
I can change what I look like. And those red blindfold people only know Zio. So
right.
I want to go be an idiot and say hi again.
Alright.
But go back to camp first.
Cool. You want to go back to camp?
That was my realization.
Okay,
Yes.
I respect that.
Are you still walking around as a lady?
Yes.
That is a choice. Not down.
Solid choice.
And you chose to say as a lady?
Yes.
Cool. Meanwhile, Otto,
Oh my great.
what's the house?
I probably would have been the first to arrive back at camp.
Yeah.
They're down.
Bear would be around. Yeah.
Sleeping.
Yeah, looks to be dozing, but cracks an eye when you approach.
You dead? You hungry?
Yeah,
Fish.
sounds good. And they just slowly lumber up, turn and walk off towards the river. Funnily enough, they walk off in the opposite direction to where you had taken High to fish, but you learn to trust Bear's instincts to some degree, and after about 10 minutes of walking, you arrive at a small lake type thing. And Bear kind of sets themselves up at the mouth of where the lake turns into a river and starts hunting for fish.
Join in. I mean, this is our usual tradition. It's been a couple of days that we haven't actually done it together. It's a little bit of quality time. But
Nice. Awesome. Welcome to make a nature, or is it survival? One of the two.
I think about
Two.
minutes.
To see how much
But not
fish
what
you
the
get.
natural rate.
Bear.
Booger.
Yeah, Bear seems to be taking all the fish today.
Yeah, it's all good. I just need one.
I mean, yeah, still.
Trying to get my strength up. Occasionally just looking down at this big gaudy necklace.
Mm.
What the hell am I gonna do with this? I think on his way back after fishing, he will fasten it around his horns like a circlet instead of a necklace. And it's into it later.
Cool. Nice. Yeah, so in that case, Otto would have been the first to arrive back at camp, but then would have left, and Hai, you would have arrived back. And then I think you two would probably arrive back around the same time.
Me and I.
You and Otto. Otto on his way back from fishing, and you on your way back. And then a short time later, so you would join in.
Well, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yes.
When I see Otto, I'm gonna do a little run jump and be like, Otto, well done! And give him a big hug.
I'm gonna step to the side.
This is the opposite of that Terry Crews meme.
Yeah, totally.
I'm gonna step to the side. I'm catching fish at the moment. My hands are full.
That is true.
What time of day is it as well?
Yeah,
Morning.
11:30.
Mid morning. Okay.
Would have been just after 12 actually, after the short rest everyone took.
Still on edge from fighting.
Cool, fall flat on my face.
Nice.
Oh, sorry, princess.
Take psychic damage. I'll get up and dust for someone. And be like, we'll never talk about that again.
Talk about what?
No, never mind. Well
So
done.
good at this.
Well done, Otter. I'm proud of you.
For?
Beating the pulp out of those people.
Oh, that was fun.
Very well done.
It was so short. Wanted to fight more, but it was too little minutes.
That's fair. But I think the brute force approach was the best way to do it. So, well done.
Strength, right?
Right. Yeah.
You do next? Yes?
Yes.
Ingenuities?
Yes, exactly that. I heard from around the grapevine, not literally, that there would be birds and shrubs involved in the trial. Yeah.
Oh,
Remember, not from an actual grapevine, from people.
I can do birds and shrubs.
Are you gonna be in it?
No.
No.
I need to rest.
Right.
We'll talk next. But birds are nice. They're nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
They speak sometimes. Like bear.
To you.
Yes, I tell them to bring me many worms and I used to fish.
It's pretty cool. In game and what's that?
Most of the blessings.
Thanks, Otto. I'll pat you on the arm and say, okay, let's go make some fish.
As you're walking away, I'm just gonna say, is it because you got dirt in your nose? Oh, gross. I'm just gonna wipe it off my leg.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just make my way to camp.
Nice. Hi, Ray. Anything on meeting up with others back at camp?
I assume I get to camp and there are looks of disdain directed at me because you guys don't like Ray.
Well, I'll first say, look, I feel like Zia probably would have done better than Ray, because Zia's cooler. But I think he didn't do too badly.
Thank
Sucks
you.
that
I
kinda
will
lost though.
take that as a very, very thinly veiled compliment.
I only get one.
Thank you. I'm thinking of being stupid.
Sometimes you just walk into
The being made fun of.
the being made fun of. And there are other times when you're less subtle. Right now, this is a very
I feel like it's honestly genius. You won over half the table in one statement.
yeah. Fair.
I want to go back to those crimson blindfold people
Okay.
because they know what Zia looks like,
Mm-hmm.
not Ray.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe if I use one of my different appearances, that will go better.
Why?
Because I want to know what's up with them.
Mid-trial.
Yes. I did say it was stupid, so
Are you
please
going
use all
to-
of your effort to talk me out of this.
Are you going to be part of the Ingenuity Trial?
Yes. Oh, I didn't think of that. What are the trials next?
How fucked up does Ray look?
I have 19 out of 31 hit points.
It's Ray. You can't tell the difference.
Like I spent
Right.
time and effort on this character.
Okay. Look, I mean, I'm all up for checking out some evil people.
Yeah, I didn't get a good look at that.
Yeah. But we need to go in there with a plan.
Yes.
And a plan that involves us not getting fucked up before a huge second trial.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this is something the DM does not want us to do. So I'm very down to do
No,
it.
please.
Yeah.
That does not spark confidence.
It'd be fun.
I just feel like
I was gonna do it.
there's something very like rough but like likable about Zia, right? You know, she's
Oh, are we poking at Ray right now?
rough, but like, you know, she grows on you after a while. I'm not too sure what Ray's version of that is. Right now, he's just like granted, you know, he's still you, but he's kind of annoying. And I don't kind of see him as you, and I know that sounds weird, but I kind of don't see him as you, even though I know he's like a part of you, or whatever. Weird. I don't know what your story
You know,
is.
like how tomato is a fruit, but no one's really.
Yeah.
No one really sees
I'm
it as a
surprised
fruit.
you know that.
Yeah.
There's no fruit. Tomato is red. Fruit is green.
Have you
Have
had
you
a
seen
banana
a
before?
mango before?
Apple?
All green stuff.
They're all green.
They are.
I hate it when his dumbness is right.
Otto's just like, yes, I knew I was.
But the dumbest person in the room outsmarts me.
Essentially. So my point is, like,
Yes.
what? Like, can we coach Ray beforehand to be a bit more likable before? Because I mean, like,
I don't have to be Ray.
oh, is there more of you?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
There are 2 more.
Oh, are they on the Ray side or on the Zia side?
It's a spectrum. There's Zia, and then there's Mr. Croxley.
Oh shit! Right, I've got my
Yes.
Right.
Ray is in. Actually, no. Ray is like over here, and then there's Anne, who is like way further than Zia. Yes. That's her name. It's Anne.
Anne Imal.
No.
Animal.
No. Anne Reed.
I
No.
told Lauren earlier their backup character must be named Gabe. Gabe Anik. Because I feel like that'd be pretty perfect.
Whoa, I thought you were gonna go up very different.
I would say too.
I was like,
That is a terrible name.
It's amazing.
that's terrible. I'm sorry.
Damn.
But
But it's better than Ray. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. So then,
I'm sorry.
so the point I'm trying to make, because not to rough on Ray, albeit a little bit, but like, what is
Yes! Oh!
But like,
Okay, fine.
it's not my fault that I don't like him. He came up to me and he shouted at me. Why the fuck would I care about somebody shouting at me? He got off on the wrong foot. You just have to admit that. I'm sorry, but he got off on the wrong foot.
Yeah, we were like people.
It's
were trying
because
to
they're
kill us,
human,
and
right?
People were trying to kill
And
us.
the stranger just knew
A
exactly
stranger-
where we were.
Yeah, told us exactly
Oh
what
my
to do.
God. Okay,
shoved it in my
fine.
face. Was belittling.
It
Was
should make
also-
sense to you though!
Yeah, but literally should make sense to me.
No! That is not
Wow. Wow.
Okay, either you are
Maybe
in with this
really
plan,
are.
or either you are out with this plan, but I am leaving in the next 2
I'm
minutes.
in.
No, but what is the plan? That's my
I
point.
don't know, I'm going to be stupid. That is the plan.
But I want to be stupid with the plan. So we are going to go check it out.
Yes.
We're going to go see. You're going to talk to them. What you're going to say. What
I
you're
don't
gonna
know. Uh-huh.
And when something goes wrong, do we go up there guns blazing? Do we run? Like, what's the
I
story?
also have a patch of disguise that I can use.
Plan.
Or I could give it to you and you can go in as well.
We ask around the market area or whatever to see if people have seen or been to this Crimson Tent or whatever.
Yeah,
First off, so
I
we
like
have backup information and if it's actually like a thing that people go to.
yeah, that's cool. I like that.
There are most
Yeah,
of
sounds
the
good.
badness at this.
What is that?
What's your plan, Alton?
Well, let's say you don't go in head straight, yes. You take one and you bring him back. Then
You want
others
us
come
to
around.
You want us to kidnap someone.
They do this with you.
That is very true, they did.
It's true.
I mean,
Wait, you know it? What?
No.
You know about that?
Very good.
Yes! That's the whole Ray predicament that you... Oh, never mind. How did you know about that? I know you were technically buddies with the Bullets, but...
I was there when you took you in.
For someone very easy to notice, I did not notice you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I did Okay, so plan. We kidnap. We do.
Okay, no. So the plan is
Information
we
fishing.
information fish,
Yes.
scope out the area,
Mhm.
see when one of them is going off on their own,
Yes.
then kidnap them, bring them back,
Mhm.
torture them.
I agree.
No.
Is there any rules about murder during the trials and torture and stuff? Like, are there any predetermined rules?
Yeah, the
Besides human
general
decency.
rules of
No!
You
No,
don't-
like, besides. You know
What
how,
do you
like.
mean besides that?
I don't know.
So I
Like,
can't.
We don't even know if they're evil.
yes, I know.
Maybe they're like a charity.
Yeah, a very creepy charity. All charity is like.
Remember, there was a floating skull in the tent.
I didn't see that.
It wasn't a floating skull.
It was a mask.
It was a floating mask.
Floating skull, floating mask.
No, the same thing.
We kidnap them,
Yes.
and I can use my patch of disguise to look like them, and then go back in.
How long does your patch of disguise
Oh.
last? 8 hours. Damn!
That is a
You are
brilliant
incredibly
idea.
clever.
Harry.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Also, did you get what that plan was?
Are you
Repeat
sure?
it back to me.
Yes.
Fishing.
Yeah.
Kidnap someone. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
That's about
I have to
it.
keep an eye on Otto.
Yeah.
Babysitter.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
I love this plan. See, going with the plan, even with red, is a good. It makes it cool. You know. Makes it cool. You know.
You know that meme where it's like the really tall person just flipping off the really short person, and then yeah, this is us right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Z is actively flipping you off.
Zero red. I get confused
Same
with the
per-
whole
oh my
changing
gosh.
faces.
Okay, should we go?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
How's everybody doing? Do you wanna? You look fucked up.
No, I'm good.
I'm good. How are
Do you wanna like a little?
No?
What does that mean?
A little.
I am not a horse.
Yet.
I have some health healing potions if you like one. To
Sure.
prep for
Please.
pleasure. Would you like one that might be a little bit weird or a normal one? And I'll take out the homebrewed one or the normal.
Which jar looks nicer?
The homebrewed one, easily.
I will take. the
Because those are like
fancy
homemade jars as well. And the normal one is just like generic jars.
jar. Is it like a jam jar?
No.
Is it a jar shaped
Yes!
jar?
Yes! Yes it is! That's what I was waiting for, baby! Cool. Yeah,
Okay.
so roll a d10. On a 1, the potion has no effect. Because it is homebrewed.
10.
Normal health potion.
Okay.
2d4 plus 2.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's fine. That's wonderful. Oh, it's fine.
I don't know whether to play like Mission Impossible music for the next scene.
As long as it's not
Or
copyrighted.
like, no, vibes.
Yes.
Like heist music
Mhm.
or like circus music because I don't know how this is gonna go.
Heist music. Let's
Yes, heist, and then we can change it if
Let's
it
manifest
goes.
how we want it to go.
Yes. Okay. Mr. Lighter Doors.
Yeah.
I am going to.
DM doors.
Yes.
DM Davos. Gonna give myself a point of inspiration for that.
That was brilliant. Can I? Oh, I'm so sorry.
He's joking,
You got this, buddy. Come on.
I hadn't planned for a heist episode so soon, but I'm so down.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Go to someone.
Okay, well, should we go like I wait outside their like tent for someone to come out, or are we gonna ask around first?
Let's ask around first. So we'll make our way towards the encampment area.
Cool.
En route
To like tent.
to their tent.
Yeah.
Ask around, see what the vibes are. Also, as a general note, I think we'd like to try and finish this like 30 minutes before the time, so we can get to the venue.
Gotcha.
So I'll just continue asking, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome. I'll keep that in mind.
What I was trying to say was, can I use my feet for like the one useful time I've used it apart from the ball and shut up and like try and see what people are saying?
The lip reading.
Yeah.
That kind of feet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, absolutely. You can make a general perception check as you walk past, and I think we can make a group investigation check to see how much information you glean from.
Also, the random people are just gonna go like the Crimson Mask and like do a bunch of symbols and see if it gets any reaction.
17 for me.
5
What are you
for
making?
perception.
Okay, group investigation.
I don't fully
Oh my
understand what's
God.
going on, so I'm just gonna look out for people that look like crimson.
Okay.
5 for investigation.
15.
2 5s.
Yes.
Okay, but a 17 and a 15. It's pretty good. Yeah. Hi. You get a lot of strange looks, and people are just like, this weird guy bandaged up in armor. It's like a few people recognize you from the trial, and so they're kind of like give you a bit more patience.
yeah.
Some of them you can tell they're like maybe got hit in the head a bit in that trial.
Sharp bait, hoo-ha!
But no one has a real hectic reaction. Asking around and looking around and stuff, you can tell like the information you gather is that most people have a similarly like slightly curious, slightly wary perception of these Crimson Mask people as you've done with them. They seem to keep to themselves much and not really roam the markets very much. They keep to their tent on the outskirts for the most part. Most people kind of just avoid them on the basis that they look pretty intimidating. But there's all kinds of similar to what Laika heard earlier, obvious hearsay about them. But no one really seems to know too much about who they are or where they came from,
Yeah.
or whether or not they're even participating, or what they're doing.
Yeah.
Could I go up to some of the stalls and ask if they've had any interactions with the Crimson Dudes?
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
I'm like, what are you thinking? Did that have a shift?
Why are dice so bouncy, man?
22, very nice. Yeah, generally speaking, the stalls would be a bit suspicious of you,
Yes,
and they're
yes.
not really too keen to share information on who their customers would be.
I'm sure.
But on a 22, you're indeed short and cute. And from everyone you check, it doesn't look like they've had any dealings with these people, or
So they forced them provisions.
at least none. What's the word? I don't know. None specific enough to specifically remember.
Yeah.
It could be like the service industry worker not remembering a single face of the people they interact with. But yeah, generally speaking, people feel that they haven't really seen them around or done business with them. Yeah.
And I think, on one or two of them, I'll just say, that's pretty suspicious, right? Or not, right?
They'll say, I wouldn't know, I'm afraid. I think certainly some of the richer folks come with their own provisions.
Right.
Many of the
they come in like full procession, right? With like all
yeah,
their servants,
many of the
workers.
normal workmen come and purchase food here and consider it part of the experience, but some prefer to trust their own provision to strangers who may have ill will for them before in big competition. So I really couldn't say.
Okay. Cool.
Can I keep an eye out for Scab?
Yeah. You can either
Make
use your
a
passive
check.
perception on that or make a perception check.
Perception check.
Scare perception.
And I'll just use my passive perception, which is 15.
Okay.
'Cause I'm not gonna roll a 1, so.
Cool. Alright, so what's the plan after asking around and whatnot?
Oh, yeah, it's to...
Kidnap.
Yes. So then we'll go up, I think a ways away from their tent, but kind of see if there's anybody that leaves the tent. If it's in groups, cool, but we're kind of looking for somebody that leaves on their own.
Okay.
Stakeout time.
Yeah, so stakeout time, I think, let me know how, like an hour? Like,
How long is it before the trial?
it's like 4 hours before the trial.
You'd probably still have 2 hours
Yeah.
left with the
Okay,
trial.
well,
Sounds good.
Maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
We can torture somebody in an hour.
30 minutes, check it out, see what the vibes are.
Alright,
Look for somebody that might be going on an errand.
Yeah.
We can.
cool. You can make a group stealth check. You won't need disadvantage on this because it wouldn't be too hard to situate yourself far enough away that you walking around wouldn't be an issue.
14 for me.
Okay,
16.
okay,
11.
okay.
Maths, 15.
15, okay. Yeah, pretty nice all around. So able to saturate yourselves up. And yeah, I'm not going to ask for a perception roll because it's not too hard to watch a tent and see if someone leaves, especially them being on the edge. It's not like there's tents crowding around blocking your guys' view. Over 30 minutes or so, you don't see too much. Unfortunately, you don't see what you're looking for in the form of a single person leaving on an errand. You see 2 people outside, kind of as presumed guards or watchmen. After a while, you see a couple of people exit out the back of the tent, and looks like they begin just some light sparring with each other. Looks to be about 5 individuals.
These losers, they can't even like do their own original thing. They're totally copying us.
But would they be participating, like, are they training for the trials, or are they training for something else?
Only losers prep beforehand.
Okay.
Yeah, what else?
That's about it too much. There doesn't seem to be much movement. Yeah, just
Are the dudes sparring?
mm.
Where are they sparring? Like, if the tent's here, are they sparring like a ways away? Are they going like a long distance away from the tent? Like, what's the...
You know what? Let me draw it out on the map that I
Hey!
Wow.
Just because why not?
Map.
We need a camera for the map now.
True. If anyone has a third camera, feel free, but I'm afraid I do not.
We'll pick it up pretty well.
Okay, so if their tent was like what, 40 feet long, probably. Let's go from here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Cool. So their tent is kind of about that big. This is the direction that you guys came from. So this is the entrance here as far as you can tell. You guys would have set yourselves up somewhere like on this side, potentially a bit further that way, so you can look at it head on. And then this is kind of the general area where they're sparring. And then like to the right here is that hill that you two are perched up on in the night. So it's kind of like the hill slopes down around here. And they're just in a patch of grass. 4 or 5 dudes just chilling.
I
Well,
could
5
go,
dudes, not 4 or 5.
I could go get a good look at one of the guys sparring and then use the patch of disguise to look like him and go in the tent.
Yeah, sure.
We need to make sure that that person leaves the tent.
Well, they're out sparring.
No, I know, but like, I don't think that'll work.
Okay.
Do we get distraction? Like, could we offering to spar with them right before trial is not a good idea. Go for drinks with them?
I don't think that'll work.
Yeah.
I think walking up to a random group of people, being like, do you want to get drinks with us? Yeah.
Right before
no.
trial study.
I mean, not even right before a trial, just dodgy in general.
Okay.
I can fight.
He's not in the next trial.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
And I win this.
That's true. You're not in the next trial. I mean, Otto, how do you feel? Do you think that's something you'd be okay for? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Don't kill, kill.
Don't kill.
Okay.
Friendly.
Okay.
Distraction.
Destruction.
Distraction. Not
I
destruction.
love this guy.
Distraction.
He does not know the difference between those two words.
And
Take
then you-
attention away.
Oh, like big surprise.
Yes.
Yeah. That one.
Okay.
And then the three of us will keep a lookout, and you will do your thing.
Look like one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe look like the first guy Otto fights, because hopefully you'll be KO'd.
Yeah.
Are there any bushes?
Because there's tents all around here, right?
Are they
No.
So these
It's
people,
far away from the tents.
the
Oh,
general,
okay,
the
okay.
general arc of like the encampment is it's kind of like a general circle around this way. So like here
Right.
is kind of the base of all the tents. They were right on the edge, and then you guys have kind of like exited the circle and snuck around. Also, this would have been the best view you can get of them, and have gone, as far as you can tell, unnoticed, with some pretty decent stealth rolls.
Okay.
Yeah. There wouldn't be any bushes of like the size that could conceal you guys. It looks like this whole clearing has been not like manicured, but specially cleared out for the purpose of the trials, so that it's all just empty space.
What's containing the road?
There's nothing really.
It's
It's
just
just it's just an empty field. It's just that's kind of the general
Okay.
area of where they'd be. It's just why not grab some dice and represent them. Just 5 dudes, all look to be. 2 of them have a long sword. One of them has like a ball and chain flail type thing. One of them has a glaive, and then the other looks to be wielding 2 short swords.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Do you want him to
No
charge
killing.
straight ahead
No,
from the
no.
spot that we all said?
No killing. Stealthily. We leave. You go.
Well, I need to get a good look at whoever you fight.
I don't know how we're gonna do that.
So there's no hiding spot that we could get a good look at the dudes who are in the fight.
Not from close up, no. They've kind of positioned themselves so that they'll see anyone walking up to them. Definitely, at least.
Why don't you just walk up with
Yeah.
Otto and then say, hey,
Mm-mm.
but say, hey, I'm just like delivering my friend, and then they've seen already.
They're going to recognize those, the 2.
Yeah, but so what?
Can you give the patch of disguise to Otto? To make him look different.
Or we could just both walk up. It won't matter if they recognize me. I
We're
don't
going to recognize both of you as
Yeah.
the 2 hooligans that ran up to their tent
And did nothing.
Then, yeah.
and did nothing, but
Yeah.
know that we're with you guys, and then they could be like, where are the other 2? Probably.
You just say they left. They don't know that we're
You can just
not-
say that you're preparing for the next trial.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Go do it. Aaron, it's not just a really stupid day.
Just gonna stare at you both blankly.
Alright.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Cool.
Follow high.
Are you
Listen to high.
No.
Yes. Please tell him to listen to high.
Otto, please just don't kill anybody.
Okay.
Yes, no killing.
Where are you going?
With you? No.
You said you leave, then I go. Are we doing or
Yes.
no? Fuck's
How
sake.
loud are you being?
We,
I can speak silently.
Laika and I, are going to go away from where you guys are going to appear, and then you guys can go. Just like.
Okay.
Mhm.
Fuck off.
We go. We
Yes.
Are you there still?
Yes.
I don't feel bad.
All right. Well,
explains everything that just happened.
Cool. We'll go to an early break here before we deal with all these shenanigans, and be back in a second. See ya. Cool. So, jumping right back in, you two are about to do something either really cool or really foolish. What's the plan? Fair enough.
Have they left?
Yes. So over there.
What
Well,
is
this is where you guys came from originally, when they first approached. So I don't know where they are.
So just
You guys are off somewhere to the side.
let's go, Arthur.
Okay.
So walk slowly.
So you guys are walking up to these people
Yeah.
here? Cool. They'll kind of, as you, yes.
I was gonna say before we ended,
Yeah.
I was gonna send Luna
Okay.
to sit on Otto's head,
All right.
unblinked, no light,
Yeah.
and if anything goes wrong, buzz back to me.
Okay. Got it. Lovely. With homunculus in tow, you guys approach. As you get closer, the 5 people sparring stop and notice you. Probably by the time you guys are about here, they've all stopped what they're doing. You guys gonna keep getting closer?
Yeah,
or
keep
what's
going closer.
We don't say hello.
What?
We don't say hello.
Oh, you can say hello.
Hello!
One of them, this one, who's the one with the mace flail thing, who looks to be the oldest of them, turns and says, "Good day. What business have you here?"
We were just walking past and couldn't help you notice. Doing a bit of sparring. My friend here, he's quite the fighter. And I'm willing to wager a pretty hefty sum that all 5 of you could not take him down
Wait, what?
at once. Oh, yeah.
Oh no,
If you take that action, we could practice as well.
Yeah.
So like, basically just making money.
We'll say, "How much is a good sum to you?"
Oh no, how much do you have? How much gold do you have?
Gold. 100 gold if you can beat my man.
Say, we've seen that he's a pretty capable warrior. He just won the trial this morning. But we have no need of your gold. We're quite happy training amongst ourselves.
Okay.
Thank you though.
And what is your name?
Move on now, friend.
That is a weird name.
So long. Move on now, friend. Can we call you move on?
As long as you move on, sure.
Wordplay.
His name is like doing stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I wish to fight more. Travels too short. Too easy. You look like you have fun. But where is big woman?
Oh my god. She's inside.
I say,
Sure. You can stay there. I'll see if she wants to come out. And he will floop in
The
here.
giant woman.
Where are you guys? What are you doing in the meantime?
I'm just looking at Laika like they are going to die. They are going to
Where
die.
are you guys?
They're going to die.
I guess we'd be like in the tent line, trying to like look at them and see how it goes.
Cool. So you guys would be somewhere back here
Okay.
ish,
Damn.
I
Damn,
guess.
yeah, that's
Okay.
fucking fun.
Um,
I guess then we could like maybe make out some subtle shapes, but not like what they're saying or anything. So
yeah, definitely not without being easily noticeable.
yeah.
It would be too far away to interpret what they're saying.
Lip reading? Yeah.
No.
So,
yeah, I guess just trying to blend in the deadline.
Do you have binoculars?
Give me 1 second.
I'm totally not doing like a.
If you do, you should give them to Luna.
I can't remember what series it's from, but it's like a Robin, and he's lip reading Batman, and someone's like, "Oh, what is he saying? What is he saying?" He's like, "Robin, I can see you." Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. I can't remember what series it's from, but
I'm just thinking of that attitude that would be hilarious.
it would be terrifying.
Cool.
So terrifying.
Well, as you guys are figuring that out, you
Yes.
can let me know. He emerges with Yajra, the Goliath, Goliath. Her with her hammer in tow. Crimson mesh blindfold over the eyes, and he says, Yajra tells me you were here yesterday, and were asked to kindly leave us be.
Yes, but you say you fight later.
Said Yajra, and Yajra's like, looks back at him and whispers something, and he just says, friend, you do not want to quarrel with us. Please give us no reason to consider you anything other than a passing friend for now. If we meet you in the trials, we shall meet you, but there is no need for you to make the mistake you seem intent on making today.
Such pity. If we meet in trials, I think we're friends. But now, not so sure. Okay, I leave. But big woman, you shall cross paths. And in her head, she'll hear interconic. I don't know if she speaks it or not. And I will have my revenge.
What's your range on?
So it's about 30 feet. 24.
Maybe. Now we've got grids, we can actually work that out.
But I do feel like Otto would not know the difference.
I respect that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The message has been delivered as long as he
Yeah.
gets.
You just
Can-
see Otto's eyes like.
Can people respond back to you psychically when you
I
talk to them?
don't think
or-
so.
Okay.
No, I'm
There's a
sure they
one-way
can.
channel.
But it's
I
not
know with like
singing.
Kalashtar they can. Actually, no, I don't think they can. They can if you let them.
Yeah, that's one way.
Alright, one way. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you wouldn't know either way if she heard or interpreted or whatever. Are you guys just gonna head out then?
I got a pretty good look at that guy.
Okay.
I can try to sneak around the back.
Is this what this is for? Like
Yes.
this man?
No,
Oh,
but I can look like him now if I want to.
what?
Can we start walking this way?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
then I want to see if I can get like a good look. Is there entrance here?
When they're
Yeah,
walking that way,
this is-
can I try and like be like?
Yeah, you can.
Just trying to
I
black
don't know if there's what the response is.
Yeah. Well, they can do whatever. But I'm just like.
Yeah, no, absolutely. This is kind of where the two people would have been yesterday, so this is the main entrance to the tent. And as such, there's also two people out there at the moment as you pass.
Okay. Is there somewhere I can duck out of sight of them, or can I not see me right now?
They'd be able to see you, kind of anywhere along here, except for like if you're right up against there, you know, it's kind of within eyesight of someone. Unless you came back to where your friends are, like ducked behind a tent, and then came back around. In which case they'd see you walking towards them.
Oh no, what do we do? Okay, you go talk to the two at the front, distract them, and then I'll turn into that guy we spoke with. I'll look like him, and then I'll come in while they're not loaded, see if he transforms.
Okay. Casually walking in the opposite direction.
I'll backtrack a bit and like kind of when I'm here start just going down towards the side, kind of.
Okay. Yeah, you can make a stealth check here, because presumably there's people inside here. You don't want them to hear you.
Well, I want to go super close.
You don't know. Okay. What's your goal here with walking inwards? Are you trying to get somewhere that
Well,
I've
just
seen? Or?
so he's coming here and then I'm
Yeah.
coming here.
Okay.
So that they're looking there. I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
transform and then I'm gonna walk around.
Okay, I see.
I will be trying to make the first say, oh, I forget. Where you say you're from again?
Oh yeah, and I'll use the patch.
Cool.
To look like the guy that we spoke to, and then
All right.
I'll walk around and I'll say, "We told you to get out of here.
Chaos Goblin.
Go shoot."
Okay. Not so friendly.
These locals. And then I'll walk through the tent.
Someone's gonna die today.
Yes.
Before we do this one, we'll say, River, I thought you were sparring with the others out back.
Yeah, but this one came and asked to go 5 against 1 with us. We didn't want to waste our time. Then he wanted to speak to Yasha. That's a mistake. And then he said he would kind of try the other entrance, so I thought I'd follow him, make sure he goes away.
Very well. Fair enough.
Yeah, now I'll go into the tent. What do I see?
Make a perception check. Fairly good in here.
Oh my gosh, natural 1.
That is just great.
You are blind.
It's hard to see anything because the entrance, what it kind of is there's like 2 poles up here,
Yeah.
which the entrance flap is plugged on here. And it's hard to see because as you walk in, these 2 poles are knocked out, the flap closes, and you're submerged in darkness.
No, he's going to die.
Soon after that happens and your eyes adjust from the bright midday light outside, you see a glowing mask similar to the ones described floating in the center of the room about here.
Shit.
Whoa.
Let's go with the really sparkly ones. Floating about there.
And can I see like other people in the tent?
Not too much. Give me 1 second.
And does the mask react to me?
I'm
Does
gonna
it
tell
look
you
at me?
now.
Jeez, yeah, could be you're Russian.
I'm smiling too much. I don't like this. There must be some comfort.
He died before the trials.
Pass me some comfort.
As you stare at the mask, the eyes of the mask widen. The mask kind of seems to grow bigger. Its crimson light growing stronger, begins to drip with something that looks like blood to you. You find blood welling up on the floor around you. You find the tent filling with blood as if in a flood, and in the blood you see corpses littered about. Many of them you immediately recognize as your parents, childhood friends, essentially everyone you've ever loved, lying in a flood of blood around you, and this mask somehow grinning at you as you're there. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh, sorry, wrong tent.
Oh, this is
I thought this was a fun tent. I was looking for the red one.
different shade, I see.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What did he get?
I rolled an 8.
Please don't have your
inspiration.
11. Oh yes, I do have inspiration.
Yay!
Good shit.
Good
Good
inspiration.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
that's so true.
We all had it. Brilliant.
12. Got 9.
Good night. Be the one more.
God.
Okay.
It just doesn't come back.
So you are frightened, and you take 27 psychic damage.
Wow.
Oh my gosh!
That's more max HP than I have.
How much HP?
26 max HP. I was on 20.
This was not a good day to be stupid.
Do you know what's worse than that? What happens to the guy when he goes unconscious?
To the
It's
what?
this guy's soul. You cost this guy's soul on yourself.
Surely the patch still works.
The patch
The
does
patch
remain
should work.
because it's still
Okay.
a patch.
We don't know. Oh, fuck, we don't know that this is
Yeah,
happening.
you think it's all going great.
No, never did we assume it was going
He
great.
never said when he'd be coming out. Never said what do you do if you don't come back out. You're just like, okay.
And also Luna's with you.
Mm-hmm. I have no idea what the fuck's gonna happen.
Oh my gosh. As much as I hate Ty, he cannot die.
True, you can't.
Go ahead and make a death saving throw.
Natural 20.
I'm not lying. The fucking G, bro.
So
Look
what
what he said.
So-
Look what he said.
You immediately an immense pain shoots through your head as you see. You're terrified to your core, and your heart almost stops, and you slump unconscious to the ground. But then, even unconscious, even on the brink of death, you see before you a light, a glowing mote of golden light that reminds you of a time long ago when you were saved from death again and granted the chance at redemption. You hear a voice in your head say, "Not yet, my child. Arise once more." And you wake up with 1 hit point.
Nice. Okay. And
You immediately do see a figure crouching over you, who now that your eyes have somehow adjusted a little bit more, you do make out to be the male figure that you guys spoke to the day before, with the cool double-bladed sword long thing.
am I still scared? Do I still see blood and stuff? Or is that worn off?
That would have.
Okay. Ah, forgot my blindfold again. Stupid old Rebber. Do you have a spare?
Make a deception check
Oh yeah.
or performance.
Oh no.
7.
He just looks down at you and he shakes his head and steps away. And the mask now looking like a normal mask
It's
is
not glowing.
it is still glowing,
Oh.
but not looking horribly big and grinning and spewing blood.
Okay.
Turns towards you again. Make a charisma saving throw for me.
Oh, not charisma. My worst
The
stat.
paladin's worst stat.
Oh no, it's not my best. It's not my best. 20.
Wow.
Wow.
Very nice. You feel it entering your mind and attempting to overpower you.
Mm-hmm.
And you can feel it attempting to rewrite some of your memories.
Whoa.
But through some reserve of strength within you and some force of your will, you manage to stave it off. And you are the person then who just was looking down over you, does kind of just grab you whilst you're standing there staring at the mask and just shoves you outside here. You're able to ascertain the intent was to scrub your memories of the inside of the tent and kick you out again, but they're perhaps not aware that you
Yeah.
resisted
Oh,
interesting. And are, as it seems, free to walk away.
Okay, I'll walk away. I'll walk towards. Oh, I don't know where they are. Oh no, I do. I wouldn't know where they were.
You'd be able to
Okay, I'll go and find.
they'd see you and gesture to them.
Yeah, and I'll take a patch when I'm
Oh,
walk away.
how fucked up would he look?
Oh, he's fucked up, dude.
Psychic damage, so
Would he look like really pale, or?
good question. I think under disguise self you wouldn't look too different because there wouldn't be.
Yeah, but I said I'd take off the patch.
As you take it off, he's very visibly in shock, kind of like shaking, shivering, sweating profusely. There's some blood kind of dripping out his ears, his nose as well. That's yours at the moment. But just we don't need to worry about your spacing of that anymore for now.
Thank you.
Can I roll the medicine check to see if I recognize this as ideal psychic damage?
Yeah.
So if we found each other.
You'd see him, he'd walk up to you and take off the patch, and then you'd just see him in a state. I imagine you guys are probably pretty close to kind of like within the first line of tents type thing, because you guys have been watching this.
Yeah.
13.
Nope. Not everything that deals psychic damage is the
Blah,
same.
blah, blah, blah.
You. Hello?
You look terrible.
Those guys are evil. I walked in and I'm guessing they all wear blindfolds so they don't have to look at that glowing mask. So it looked at me and then it the room was filling with blood, but it wasn't real blood and there were bodies everywhere. And then I died, but then Allure brought me back to life. And then the mask tried to erase my memories and they thought it worked, so they let me go, but it didn't work.
Ooh, okay.
Russell. Health potion. Give.
Thank you.
Homemade or normal?
Normal.
Cool. 2d4 plus 2.
Can I take out my little journal book that I was given, and I'm gonna flip to the first page that you sent me, and I'm gonna read and flip over. I'm gonna look at a specific sentence. I've discussed this with you before.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look at high and I'm like, okay. And then I'm just gonna shove it back in my bag. I'm like, okay, I see. I might have doubted your faith, but it seems that it is very handy for you, at least.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've got no idea what you
No,
discussed.
it's okay.
At least you're equally lost.
Yeah, I looked at Dojo when he was saying.
No, it was like 2 weeks ago, so I don't exactly remember.
As High's like rattling off all of these outlandish ideas to Otto, it's like, what the fuck is going on? He's about to like raise his hand to snap, and then Laika takes out a healing potion and just goes.
Wonderful.
If there is an invasion, those guys are going to be doing it.
Okay, how many people were
I'm
in
pretty sure. I did
No.
not see it.
Okay, wonderful.
Just
This is great.
fuck that.
Yeah, thanks.
So you lose fight to a mask.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
I'll usher everyone back to our tents. That was fucked. Time.
On the other side of this, you probably have about an hour before the trial starts.
Where is your stone duck?
Camp.
Yeah, I know, but we're in camp. Like, is it in your tent? Or...
Oh, it's like by the. We're using it as a seat, so it's by the fire.
Okay. When we get back to camp, because I assume we're going back to camp.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get there, and I'll be like, Laika, that guy you bought your stone duck from had a bag of magic beans.
Okay. Sorry, Zia, just
Yes.
1 second.
Yes.
I'm gonna take High and I'm gonna put him close to the fire, and then I'm gonna ask Otto if there's any food around
Nice.
and give him something,
Alright.
and not be a dick.
Great.
Just make sure he's fine, because he looks fucked
I'm
up.
sure I appreciate that.
Sorry, Zia, what were you saying?
When you were fucked up, we kind of just left you at camp.
Yeah.
I'm trying to lead by example.
I respect that.
Okay.
All of the group material.
Lead
Yeah.
by example.
I'll
I'd
pat
give you
High over the
inspiration for that if
shoulder.
you didn't already have it, because it's a real nice move.
Sorry, Zia, what were you saying?
Yeah, he had a bag of magic beans.
Magic beans?
Yeah, for a very specific amount too.
Okay.
It was 6 platinum, 5 gold pieces, 3 silver, and 4 copper. You can't pay him any more, or obviously any less. It had to be that exact amount.
6 platinum.
Yes!
Is that like 600 gold?
No, 1 platinum is 10 gold.
Yeah.
60 gold.
Oh.
Like, what?
That's very
That's such a
strange.
specific amount.
What makes the beans magic? Are they just delicious?
I don't know. I don't know, he just said it's very special to him, and that he would need that specific amount.
Oh.
And then he also had these really cool boots that were 300 gold. And I have no money, so I bought his wind chime, sadly.
Nice.
Yeah. I wish I had a stone duck though.
Me too. I look at the stone duck. What's it doing?
No, it's a stone duck. It's sitting there.
Yeah.
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 Let's do what stone ducks do.
Can I make another invasi check?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's the advantage? A natural 20.
The swagger.
I'm exuding aura. My aura is.
Without a doubt, you can tell this is a stone duck and nothing more. I just gave you guys a stone
Amazing. Your DM brain must have been lolling when we bought that fucking stone
Literally
duck.
every person again and again and again. It looks like a stone duck because it is one.
Amazing. Amazing. I love that so much. Thank you.
It is
Thank
such
you.
a good.
I'll move closer to the fire and take a seat.
On the stone duck.
Nice.
Okay, so who's in this next trial?
Me.
Hands up.
Me
Okay.
and you.
Yeah, and me. Do you think that it's gonna be so? Okay, so first of all,
Mm-hmm.
I was doing some reconnaissance while you guys were mucking around in the first trial, and it apparently the trial apparently has to do with like lots of birds
Mm-hmm.
and lots of bushes. I technically think it's a birds and the bees situation,
That was exactly what I thought.
and it might be an orgy. but I'm not too sure what you guys feel.
I mean,
I don't think so.
I would not like to partake in an orgy
I
because
doubt
I
it.
do have a girlfriend.
What is an orgy?
You see, when two people find each other attractive, I'm not gonna say love each other because
Oh, love makings.
yes. What is love making, Otto?
You make eggs.
Sure. Sure,
Not wrong.
that works.
In Otto's mind, it's just frying some fresh.
That's as far as the talk went for you.
Sure, yeah, I guess that works.
But it's a lot of people
It's a lot of
frying eggs
people-
at once.
Yes, it's a lot of people doing that all together.
Mac and cheese sounds, you know?
What?
What?
Oh, you! You!
Mac and cheese sounds delicious.
Okay, and everyone dies and the campaign's over. Get out of my house.
I mean, but that's just my thought. But anyway, it has to do with birds and bushes. So I'm unsure what else there might be, but yeah. They did miss out the whole arena so they could set this up.
So it's not a permanent thing.
No, well, I mean, it's gonna be changed for the next one. So
What if you're to catch birds?
yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know what the two have to do with each other. It's ingenuity, right? So there has to be some sort of like new type of thinking or like problem solving of some kind in order for it to make sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
So we just take it as it comes.
Yeah, I guess everyone just get ready to think on their feet.
I say you bring big net.
A big net.
Yes.
Okay.
And shovel.
Shovel.
And shovel?
He's gonna take shovel out of his stuff and give it to you. For catching bushes.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome, Your Highness.
How big is this shovel? How tall is it compared to
The shovel
Laika?
is Laika's height.
I'll use it as a walking stick.
A walking stick.
So do you guys want to get to the trial a bit early?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, why not?
Humans just die.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
Yeah.
no, you need to take a rest, whatever, that you don't
Short rest is
die.
usually an hour.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'll be fine.
On a meta level.
I can't die.
On a meta level. Might be a good idea to pass that ring my way.
Pass what your way?
The ring.
Oh yeah.
Then you might not die. But I don't want to meta it, so your choice.
What ring?
The ring of sympathy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually why I wanted to talk. So. Whoa, hold on, whoa. Since I'm the one with the shit, hold your horses. So there's also, we have a sympathy something. We have
Sympathy rings.
an orb. From my handwriting, it was an orb from Grimdax, but I'm not too sure what it could be.
Grim cloaks.
Here we go.
Room dash.
And then we also have a weapon charm. So does any of that help us right now?
And a
We
wand of
also have a
secrets.
wand of secrets that I have equipped.
What is the
'cause it's
weapon charm?
hilarious. It makes a weapon look like something else. It's what Finzen used to have.
Oh,
used to
the
have as well.
book.
So it makes whatever you stick it to look like, what did Finzen have it as? A cloak. It disguises any piece of equipment as a
I
cloak.
mean, you could use that on your shovel. They might not let you bring your shovel in.
Most useless use of-
It's peel-offable.
No, I know it is.
That's a good
Walking
thing.
with our weapons last time.
We did.
Yeah, but that was for strength. Unless they let you bring tools into the engine.
Nah, I'll just bring it. Whatever. So okay, the sympathy thing, whatever. Ring of sympathy.
Yeah.
Do you want that?
I have it. You don't have that.
No, I
He's got one of them, you've got the one that Finzen had.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Did we say it worked 2 ways or 1?
It works 2 ways, yeah.
There's also a dark vision amulet.
So you
Yes.
can give that ring to whoever you want, and then I'll be linked.
I need the dark vision amulet. Metagaming.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate
humans
that.
don't.
What you gonna give me?
I mean, you already have my other ring.
How about you give me a gold?
Nah.
Fine, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
So the amulet also requires attunement, by the way. As do the rings.
I'll give you the amulet and then.
I think I did add a dark vision amulet to the campaign, so you should be able to just search that up and add it to your character.
Is there any way to increase your attunement slots?
There's a few.
Is there actually?
Yeah.
Like if
It's
you
like
want
an
to
artificer.
an artificer
feat.
skill.
Yeah, because I won't be able to attune to that because I've already attuned to 3 things.
You can. Oh,
What's your 3 things? It's the ring of protection.
Protection, ring of feather falling, and
Yes.
ring of sympathy.
Lots of rings.
so you actually can't use the dark vision amulet.
Yeah, but I just
Wow.
I'm just wearing it for bling.
No wonder those countries hurt so much.
I want to shoot you so bad.
Hey, I mean, you think it works. You don't know it doesn't work.
That is true.
I don't need to see in the dark. I can see in the dark with my own eyes.
I know.
Unlike you awful humans.
Listen,
That's
it's
really
really
dope,
racist if
though.
you don't have a reason to be racist. You've got
That-
a pretty good reason to be racist. You
Yeah.
just can't see
I mean, how old are you again?
I said this?
Sorry?
I said this?
Oh.
Fine. Okay, I'll give the ring of sympathy to Otto.
Who's getting the other one?
I already have it.
as well.
Fine.
The dark
He
vision
can build
amulet.
himself,
I don't have any more. That's yours.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we just yellowing in.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, I have one more health potion. I assume we don't need health potions for the Ingenuity Trial. Would anybody like the extra one?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Cool. Would you like a homebrewed one or a normal one?
Why not a homebrewed one?
Okay, get homebrewed.
I like the shaped jar.
Cool.
And
then we go!
yeah.
Woo!
I assume.
I marked it down as a homemade beetroot health potion.
Nice.
How big do you have to be for the ring of sympathy?
I don't think it has a range.
It would have a range of like a mile or something, but
Wow. Okay.
Orbs
I think
from
we-
Grimdax.
Just maybe. It might be.
I think you're okay. Yeah. Cool. Well,
Brain. Otto is walking with us,
Yeah.
but you're going to go to the Colosseum. Well, the seating.
Okay.
instead.
Yes.
You are not participating.
Okay.
Which is not Otto.
All the looks.
Clank, clank.
nice. Cool. So, you guys make your way to the arena. Otto splits off from you guys at a certain point to go to the stands. You guys split off. You guys kind of know the way down into the underground, not catacombs, but the hollow space around the base of the Colosseum. Laika, you wouldn't have been there, but you know it's there from looking and logic. Yeah, you guys would have your names checked off on a list of participants as you go through, and then would have been told to wait in a specific cell around the base of the thing. You guys can roll I guess just roll a d20 if you want to try and stick together and get your way into the same thing.
12.
19.
19. Okay, yeah, so you do all end up in different areas then, around the base of the thing, and are told to wait there. Over the next little while, Otto, where would you like to try and grab a seat?
Oh god. The booth that the merchant lords are in, as well as all the rest of the lords.
Okay.
I'm assuming they're 2 separate ones.
Here we go.
That's the best view, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly
Yeah, we
where
go.
I'm going.
Okay. Yeah, so you'd come up against the same thing. Laika did, a monk standing at the door saying, I'm sorry, but these booths are reserved for the merchant lords and their guests. Have you been invited by one of them?
Yes, I guess. I win. See?
And say that is very good, but you do need a specific invitation from the lords to enter here.
You use many big words very fast. Slow.
This area is not for you.
Okay. Probably turn it down and walk away. Cool. We'll find seating as close to the actual looking as possible.
Cool. Yeah, not too hard for you. You're a pretty big guy. There'd be space. People would recognize you as the winner and make space for you if there wasn't. But yeah. So, that being said, over the next half an hour, 45 minutes, however long things take, the arena fills back up again and a murmur of anticipatory conversation rises. After a certain point, the fog begins to clear, and at the same moment you hear Celia Fulstom's voice once again reverberating throughout the Colosseum. She says, and welcome back to our second trial of the day, the Ingenuity Trial. Here we shall test our participants' creativity and their problem-solving abilities. You guys hearing this slightly muted from the space you are inside. Otto, what you see as the mist dissipates is several dozen large, circular, what look like bird cages, but large, several, probably about 20 to 40 feet each in diameter, and about, probably about 30 feet in diameter and then 45 feet tall. Would look like bird cages, but kind of a cross between a bird cage and a terrarium, inside what looks to be a slice of a forest. Vibrant, lush, thick bushes, trees climbing about, kind of the perfect encapsulation of a slice of jungle forest set in one of these cages. At about this point, the doors around you guys open and you're able to look out and see a similar sight to Otto. There'd be monks standing by you guys who would just say, you'll be directed when to move forward, just wait here for the time being, to each of you in your various places. Celia would then say, with that, let me hand over to Crow, our esteemed elder, who will say a bit more about this trial. And Crow, the elderly water genasi, will step forward and say, strength is an important aspect of the ability to defend our city. Yeah. But is worthless without the creativity to realize where those problems will come from. The Ingenuity Trial is one of the more important trials, perhaps, as it tests participants' abilities to think outside the box, or in this case, inside the cage. For this particular trial of ingenuity, each participant must choose an enclosure, and once inside, when given the direction, must capture an invisible bird released within the enclosure. You may do so in whatever manner you deem fit, though no harm should come to any of the creatures inside the dome or the environment itself. The first to capture their bird shall be deemed the winner. With that, you're each directed to choose a dome. All of them appear to be identical. So I'm going to come over here and draw a couple of circles. And
And
just
you do have your sandy pit version here.
sorry.
You do have your sandy pit version.
Yeah, I'm going to use the forest in this case though, because you guys are going to be inside a forest type thing.
Doesn't look like it's nice and home.
That was exactly what I thought. Like, does this look like the forest that you would be used to?
It does look more foresty than jungly.
Mm-hmm.
At least it's not like a swampy jungle type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I said what 30 feet is. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. That's us.
Is that one of the cages?
Yeah.
Oh, multiple cube right in there.
Nope. One per person. This place is really big. Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Yeah, okay. Control circles, guys. I cannot control circles.
Tracy Blanche.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8. Oh, 3. All right. Imagine, if you will, a sphere. Not a diamond-shaped sphere, but a sphere. Okay. So, if I can steal back each of your tokens, I'll just move them around for you. This isn't necessarily, well, we'll see if you guys want to use a grid, but now that I have the maps, might as well draw stuff out. Yeah, so as each of you enter your enclosure, looking around, you see it does look like a very thick forest. There's a couple of trees that rise at normal tree height above you guys. Let me actually just turn this around the other way so it can be at least a bit closer to you guys, because why not? You also see that there does appear to be some equipment for you in the enclosure already. You see there is a net, there is a bowl of fruits, nuts, and berries. There's a set of 4 reflective mirrors, kind of like pocket mirror size, like dressing mirror, and a grandfather clock that sits, for the moment, not ticking, in each of your enclosures. You can see as well, in the very center of each enclosure is on a small pedestal is, man, this one is janky. On a pedestal in the very center is another much smaller birdcage, the kind similar shape to your guys. Looks to be identical, just a much smaller one, with a single wooden perch inside of it. The metal these gold cages are all made of is gold, presumably not actual gold, but it's gold in appearance. And the door to that birdcage stands open and empty.
Oh, it's invisible.
Indeed. So,
Sorry, so there's a grandfather clock,
mhm.
nets, a net,
Yep.
fruit and nuts.
Yep, a bowl of fruits, nuts, and berries,
That's all.
and 4 identical reflective mirrors.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
sources in the domes?
Make a perception check.
Oh my gosh.
4.
Not that you can see. You hear again Crow's voice saying, "Now, without further ado, let us begin." There's a gong that reverberates, and you're given the go-ahead to start. As the gong sounds, you do each notice the grandfather clock starts ticking. How does each of you want to go about?
How's this gonna work? Are we gonna do it in...
We're going to do it in minute segments. So you can each tell me what you do for a minute, and then we'll go past. I have a kind of set time limit by which point another person will win, which will go up or down depending on things that I'll roll.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
So at most you can probably take like 3 actions in that minute, because the perception check will be sitting still for a few moments, listening around, things like that.
And that counts as an action?
Sort of. It'll depend on what you guys do, but yeah, we won't go in like 6-second rounds. Is pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have something, unless one of you guys want to go first. It's up to you.
No,
I'm
I'll say
thinking-
something, but you go first.
And then yeah, I mean it's very much just I don't think you guys are going to copy each other's things if you haven't thought of it. So I don't really have a way to prevent that other than having you in the room one at a time, and that's cringe. So I mean,
Yeah.
avoid metagaming where possible. But if you
Yeah.
guys have the same idea, I mean I trust you guys, so feel free to do the same things as each other.
Cool. So I think I'd like to use this moment to just take in my surroundings. Does the fruit nuts look like it's been eaten from?
Good question. No, it doesn't.
Okay. Can I hear anything? Can I hear bird sounds?
Make a perception check.
Eight.
18, very nice. You can hear a lot of the sounds that are expected in a forest. You can hear leaves rustling. There is airflow in this enclosure. It's not like a greenhouse type thing. So you can hear the breeze moving through the trees. And yes, you can hear the gentle flapping of wings of a smallish bird.
Any chirps?
Fluttering. Not at the moment. Just some wings flapping about.
Okay. I'm going to take out a Can I see anything in the mirrors at all?
Looking at them, it looks like just normal reflections of the things around. Yeah, just the trees and whatnot opposite where they've been set up.
Okay.
You do see like on the ground, like those light shadows of the sun reflecting off a mirror. Like when you hold a CD up in the car and it like sprays light everywhere. You see 4 of those on the ground. But yeah.
I'm going to cast grease.
Okay.
And I'm going to, so it's going to be so I'm going to take out a little glass jar, I'm going to shake it up and open it, and then I'm going to chuck it up.
Okay.
And in a range of, it's 10 feet.
Okay.
That's actually not big at all. Range, area is 10 foot. Sorry, range 60 foot.
Oh, I see.
Is it radius or?
It's a square.
Oh. It's a 4x4.
There's actually no, I'm not going to do that. Sorry, I take that back.
Okay.
I'm going to put a Titan, which is a like climbing tool.
All right.
Just like a little like metal stake, right? And I'm gonna put that I'm gonna put that next, like I'm gonna put that over here,
Okay. Yeah.
and then I'm gonna cast.
Fold. You can drop stuff.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna place that in the ground,
Cool.
and then I'm gonna cast magical tinkering on it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna imbue it with some magic,
All right.
and I'm gonna imbue it with a bird call,
Okay.
Whoa.
and I want to see what happens.
All right. What kind of a bird are you looking to emulate with this bird call? And like, I don't know, you can like songbird or like owl hoot or like a kestrel.
Yeah.
or-
I think like in my head,
Yeah.
I'm assuming that it's a small bird
Okay.
because the cage is quite small, right?
It's not terribly large. Yeah, it looks like something you'd keep like a parakeet in.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna do like a normal like
Cool.
kind of vibe and see how that goes.
Awesome. Yeah. Make a. I guess I'll call this. Make a just a charisma check, acting as you speaking with the bird, for lack of a better term.
16.
Okay, very nice. You do hear a response of a bird responding back to your call. I'm going to play for you now what the sound is, if this thing will load real quick. That's the kind of sound you hear back. And best as you can guess, the sound is coming from somewhere up here in some branches. I'm going to call that as your minute there.
Yeah, that's about
And then
Go
go to
Jonathan.
other.
Oh my god. So I
I'm running
want
a
to
pen every
get
week.
the bowl of fruit and nuts.
Okay.
I want to walk to the middle
Yeah.
and I want to grab the cage
Okay.
and I want to make a show of like throwing it away. Like,
Okay.
I hate that cage.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna like put the fruit on the pedestal
All right.
and I want to cut some of the fruit up with my sword
Mm-hmm.
so it's like bite-sized pieces.
Okay.
And then I want to go back and get one of the mirrors
All right.
and take it like here.
Cool.
And is there sun coming through?
Yeah, there'd be
So then I
some.
want to angle it to reflect the sun so that it's going like onto the fruit and like lighting it up.
Ooh, okay.
And then I'm gonna cast Purify Food and Drink on
Okay.
the fruit,
Nice.
and make it all nice.
All right.
And is it like can I see the beam of light going from the mirror? Like is there stuff in the air that's like
So we
Make a perception check.
oh my gosh. 3.
Doesn't look like it. No. It's not. I'm assuming you're asking like if there's dust in the air and when you
Yeah.
can see the sunbeams.
Dust.
It doesn't appear to be that way. No.
Okay, then I want to walk like to the trees
Okay.
and see if there's any water source behind the trees.
All right. So you'll each have. Where the hell did I put my marker? It's in my book, isn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. Actually, let's use a green one. Let's see if it shows up. So they'll each have at least one kind of. That's not working. Nope. Blue, 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 blue. Woo. A little bit better. One kind of like big tree. of like normal tree size that looks kind of like potentially climbable depending on your weight and whatnot. But there's at the very least in each of your enclosures, as well as the normal bushes, a tree that provides a canopy overhead. You can make another perception check, and then I'll call that to your minute.
Natural one.
Natural one, and still no water sources, unfortunately.
So what?
So I'll call that your minute there between breaking the cage, slicing up the fruit, setting up the mirror and whatnot. Zia.
Okay. I've written down a list of stuff I want to do.
Okay.
Probably not gonna get all of it.
Okay.
Okay. So, first off, I want to look in the mirrors because I'm thinking like, oh, maybe the mirrors like show like your true form or whatever.
Right.
So I'm going to look at myself in the mirror.
Sure.
Be like,
Normal
wow.
reflection.
Yeah. Okay. That is useless. That was not my plan.
Good news is it doesn't take very long to look at yourself in the mirror. So.
Has Zia dealt with invisible creatures before besides Sunny, the dryad had? Being from where she is and stuff. And just traveling a bunch.
Yeah. Yes, but only in a similar capacity to Silly. In a similar, from where they're from, tricksy fashion. But you wouldn't have any great experience with them, no.
Okay. I'm going to... I've written down Disney princess the shit.
Okay, I
I'm not
respect
going to do
that.
that.
Alright.
In brackets, if possible.
No, that is... No, it says bird noises, brackets if possible.
Okay.
Because technically people refer to bird noises as bird songs, so I'm like, well, then you have to hear the bird noises. I don't know. I'm going to look for a water source.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a handful of like stuff from the bowl and put it in the cage.
Cool. Make and you can actually, it would have been an investigation check, so you can make an investigation check. Or actually just, no, sorry, it wouldn't make a difference if you had to do investigation. You can make an investigation check to look for a water source.
15.
15. It looks like
-1.
kind of around the. It looks like there's small, like puddle type things, kind of around the between the. That's the wrong person's thing. Like in between the roots of the tree, kind of,
Yeah.
is small puddles of water.
Okay. Can I do perception to see if I hear anything?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. 5.
5, afraid not.
Can I repeat that every few minutes?
Repeat what? A perception check.
Perception, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You can
Done
do it.
that. I've done that. I've done that. That won't be my minute. I can't think of anything else. I'm going to just inspect the mirrors
Okay.
for whatever reason.
All right. Make an investigation check.
Yeah. 17.
17. They are ordinary mirrors, as far as you can tell. There are no, as far as you can tell, arcane runes or anything inscribed around them. They don't seem to have a particularly magical aura. Yeah, just handheld mirrors.
Oh, they're handheld. Okay. Zia's going to check herself out in the mirror and blow herself a kiss.
Cool. I respect that. Otto, feel free to chime in if you're doing anything. I mean, yeah, watching, but nice.
What are you doing?
Like that.
I'm making a noise.
Oh, I
I'm
thought you said
yelling
you're starting a
I'm
riot.
yelling out tips to each of you that make no sense.
Cool. As the minute draws to a close from each of your grandfather clocks, you hear a chime. If I can have you each roll a d6 for me, please.
Oh no.
1.
Okay.
4.
That was a horrible idea. If I can each of you roll a perception check for me.
Oh my god, this is wrong.
9.
Okay.
These rolls are crazy.
But I have 16.
6.
Sorry, I don't know why it's loading. I think it's a plus 2. So it's 19. Sorry, 70. Yeah, it's plus 2.
Okay, nice. You, in the second that the chime is reverberating, catch a glimpse of the bird up in there as it becomes visible for a single second. Sorry?
I'm talking about sorry.
Okay. I'm going to show you a picture of the bird.
Don't show it to anybody else. Yes.
Gosh.
And at the same moment, you each hear a fluttering of wings and see a ordinary pigeon, clearly visible, appear in the cage, in the enclosure with you.
Cage that wrecked.
Well, in the bigger one, not the one you wrecked. But there is now an additional pigeon inside here to flutter around, chirp, and generally speaking, make it harder to find an already invisible bird. Cool.
Damn it.
Fight the pigeon!
They said that we couldn't harm anything in the cage.
Yep.
Fight the pigeon!
Bringing us to our second minute. Like, if you've got things, you're welcome to go again, but there's no need to do this in the same order each minute.
Oh no.
It's your guys' choice.
Oh no.
Who would
Do you
like to
wanna-
kick us off
I'll
for the
go,
second
I'll go,
minute?
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay.
I was expecting you to start.
I will
Ah,
grab like the nicest looking fruit
Sure.
from the bowl,
Mm-hmm.
and grab another mirror,
Okay.
and I'll just sit like over here
Mm-hmm.
and hold my arm up and position the mirror so that the sun is shining onto my hand now,
Okay.
and like reflecting off all my rings that are on this
Alright.
hand
Alright.
to make it like extra sparkly,
Yeah.
and I'll just stay very still.
Okay.
And yeah, can I make a perception check?
Yep.
To see if I can hear the 8.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. I've not rolled with 10.
You find the nice. The other pigeon flaps down and starts pecking out of your hand, eating the fruit. But you don't hear or, of course, see the other
Okay.
bird.
And I still have a bit of time. Well, the pigeon
Depends
I just
how long
wanna-
bird.
blow very gently at the pigeon to try make it go away. And if
Okay.
that doesn't work, I'll like wiggle my fingers a bit just to like try.
So is the
Fine.
fruit in your hand?
Yeah, the fruit's in my hand.
So you're okay. So the pigeon would be on your hand then.
Yeah, or like I don't know where to put it.
Yeah. I mean, or maybe on your wrist or so. Okay.
Try and like
Roll an intimidation check.
I'm not using that.
Extremely low DC because it's a pigeon. It's
No,
not.
it's
What he
not
did
bad.
initially. He picked up the fruit. Picked up the fruit. Passed it over to this hand and picked up the milk.
11.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a pigeon. It's not hard to shake a pigeon off your hand. It you shake it and it kind of like jiggles around on your hand for a little bit, pecks one last bit of fruit, and then flies off up. Chills on the floor in an area. Looks to be just
I'll just be
watching.
very still.
Okay,
Like a statue.
I respect that.
Statues.
Cool. Next up, between two of you.
I'm going to, now that I know kind of where the bird is,
Or was.
interesting. The python
Mm-hmm.
lasts for a very long time,
Okay.
so it would be making bird noises throughout.
All right.
So would the invisible bird be making the same noise?
Um,
I'd assume if it responded the first time, it would. but
At least for now it will.
Okay.
It won't necessarily sing back for 20 minutes. It
yes,
might,
yes.
but for now it's still making some calls.
Okay.
You
Can
can
I
make a perception check to just ascertain the direction it's coming from, as the pigeon is also occasionally cooing
Gotcha.
as well.
15.
15. Yeah, you can kind of ascertain that the bird has moved to kind of about over here, and also still sounds like it's coming from up in the tree canopy.
Okay. I'm going to take out a glass jar, shake, 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 and I'm going to cast grease in that general direction.
Okay.
So obviously it's like black liquid, so my intention here is to number one, coat it before it reaches the ground,
Yeah.
but then it also needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And fall prone.
I see. All right.
So if they come in grease, they won't be able to fly necessarily.
Yes.
That's what oil does.
Dex 12.
Got you. Fails.
Interesting.
So, yeah, you throw grease up in this general vicinity here, and I think it's just when the wind is quite over our deck out there. It's quite loud. Yeah, you throw the grease up and it coats much of the tree. As you do so, you hear the fluttering of wings from both the pigeon and this secondary bird, before you hear a cry, and the bird is coated in oil. You hear a bit of a thump kind of from above you, probably about more in that direction as it attempted to fly away. It does not drop out of the tree, but the tree is now covered in grease. Presumably the bird is covered in grease and easier to see, and is, as far as you're aware, unable to fly whilst being up in the branches above you.
Okay, is that my turn?
No, not just yet. I'll say you've got one, maybe two things left to do, depending on the size of them.
How high is it up? How high up is it?
Great question. Fairly high. These chambers rise to about 45 feet tall at its zenith.
Fuck me, man. I am a tiny little shit.
And so the uppermost branches of the tree probably crest at about 40 foot tall, and then there's probably about a 10 foot, like 7 foot layer of canopy of thick branches spread around by the tree above you. So that would be like, yeah, probably about 20 to 25 feet up you get to the top of the tree.
How long is the net?
The net looks to be kind of about that length.
Okay.
Call that 3 feet. Okay.
So like
Turn a bit.
if my tiny ass takes the net and tries to get the bird, I wouldn't be able to reach it from here.
No, definitely not. Yeah.
I'm going to take the net
Okay.
and start climbing up the tree.
All right. Make an athletics or acrobatics check.
Gonna do acrobatics. Seven.
Okay. You begin climbing up the tree and find that unfortunately the grease got on some of the base of the tree trunk, making it extremely difficult to climb up. And that's where we'll draw your turn. Zia.
Okay. I'm going to take my bottle of schnappies, nibble on some of the stuff, and
Make a constitution save. No.
I mean, fair enough. And I'm going to go to the big tree.
Okay.
Put some snacks on the ground. How tall is the tree? So you say the cage is 45 feet. Is it
Yeah.
like reaching to the top?
So the topmost branches of the tree is about at like 40 feet tall. So it's the top branch of the tree at 40 feet, and then I've like 7-foot layer of dense branches, and then the tree below that. So the tree does reach up pretty tall. There are other branches on the tree, like along the way up of its trunk. So it's not like a redwood tree where it's impossible to climb until you get to the very top. But the tree is thick enough that its canopy does for the most part cover the whole upper part of the thing, but with the sun shining down in a few key places.
I'm going to put said snacks from the bowl into any of my pockets that I have,
Okay.
like pouches and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make my way downtown up the tree.
Okay.
Would I be able to make bird noises?
You would be able to. You haven't heard any bird noises yet of your own, so you wouldn't know exactly what to make.
Yeah, I'm just making all the
But-
bird noises I know.
Sure, I respect that. You can make an acrobatics or athletics check.
And a perception check.
Sure.
Okay. Acrobatics. Oh. A 22.
A 22, very nice. And a perception check.
11.
11, okay. You do hear some soft chirping, the bird equivalent of it just murmuring to itself, but aren't really able to ascertain what direction it's from. There's a dove in here or a pigeon in here making checks like that difficult. But on a 22, you're able to climb a significant amount up the tree. You'd probably get to like the second offshoot branch that you can perch on, which would be about 2/3 the way up the tree. Climbing takes a fair amount of time. So if you've got a small action you'd like to do after that, you can go ahead.
Would I have been able to take the bowl up with me?
On a 22, yeah.
Okay. Is there like branches that I can put the bowl in?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna put some.
Make an investigation check just to find branches that are safe, but it's not terribly hard.
16.
Cool. Yeah, you're pretty confident you find a nice natural bowl to put your bowl in.
I'll put some snacks in, and then I'm just gonna lean on the tree trunk and just sit there making bird noises, eating some snacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Why did my computer just turn off? Okay, wait, there we go. Cool. Alright, at about this moment there's a second chime. Each of you can roll a perception check for me again.
Yeah.
12. Natural 1. 10. Okay. Jonathan, you for a split second see the bird. And it looks to be, in this case though, you guys are actively looking at
No,
it, so
I
it's
know,
not a
I
passive
know.
thing, I'm afraid.
I'm just so disappointed.
You see your bird, it's not as big as this dice, but it looks to be chilling here for the split second that you see it, on the floor, with its head tilted, so its eyes looking at you. This is the bird that you see. Cool. During this time, Otto, would you be looking down in the arena trying to spot them in their cages? Or there's kind of, because there's several dozen enclosures like that, and then there is also on the waterfall scrying TV things. Yeah. Kind of cutting between different participants, because it's not very easy to see. This one is a far less visually pleasing challenge to the strength one, because there's trees and whatnot covering everyone and everyone's trying to be quiet. Well, some people are.
It's not good news.
But
Yes,
pretty
that's
much.
exactly what I said.
I think Otto would be cutting between the two. He'd be looking down and assuming that whatever one he's looking at here is the one that's currently on the screen.
I see. I respect that. Cool. Then, as you're looking at the screen, during this time you see a brief flash of Zia. Are you Zia today, or are you Ray?
Ray.
You see a brief flash of Ray sitting in the tree. You also see.
I'm saying with my nat one, I'm just too engrossed in my munching. Like.
Nice.
Snacks are not for you.
Yeah. You also see a flash of a very large Earth Genasi in the green monk robes, who looks to be sitting and meditating on the floor of his enclosure. And you also see a flash of a summer Eladrin woman, who you watch as they wild shape into a dove themselves and begin flitting around the enclosure. Cool. At that point, I need to roll some stuff quickly, and a second pigeon is released into each of your. Sorry.
No, it's just static.
So. No. Okay. Cool. Okay, with that being said, we can jump into the now third minute. There is now an invisible bird and 2 pigeons flying around your enclosures, making it yet more difficult to differentiate between the wing flappings of the bird you seek and the calls of the other ones. Whoever would like to start us off is welcome to.
I'm going to go for the net.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I have the net in my hand.
Yes.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to. I'm assuming it's like wooden housing and then like net material at the end, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna break the handle off from that.
Sure.
Right. And I'm going to tie some of my hempen rope
Okay.
to the wooden ring.
All right.
And what I basically want to do is do a little
lasso.
to try and get
right.
to try and like fling it up there and get the bird into the net.
Okay. Make a. I think this would be sleight of hand. Actually, no. I'll give you. Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
Yeah, just to see. Make an intelligence check to see how the quality of the thing you fashion, and a sleight of hand check to see how quickly you're able to get it done.
Okay, intelligence is 10.
Okay.
And sleight of hand.
Cool. So 10 on both. So it's not. Yeah, this would probably take up a decent chunk of your time breaking a rod and then tying some things together. But yeah, what you kind of do come up with is essentially a lasso type thing, like a long rope with the net portion on the end. On a 10, you're not really able to make the net any bigger, but you do essentially now have a ranged net if you want to throw it up into the tree.
Okay. I would love to.
Lovely. You may make a ranged attack and add your dexterity modifier to it.
So D20 plus my dex, which is 2.
Yes. I think you're proficient in makeshift lassos.
But I mean, oh yeah. But I mean,
I think I'm treating it as an improvised weapon, which I think is how
Right.
those are
Right.
done.
Okay, so D20 plus 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for your accuracy, not necessarily to damage the thing.
Right. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay. Right.
Come on. There's some rounds.
8. Okay. Roll a d4 for me. On a 1, then it gets stuck in the tree.
3.
Ooh, 3. Okay. Yeah, it does come back down to you, but no bird inside of it. Any last quick thing you'd like to do?
Is the bird still there?
Perception check.
Keep in mind that I can't see it
Yes.
because of the.
12. You can't see it at the moment. It's from whence you last saw it when you cast grease. You can tell it is covered in grease, but does seem to be hidden in some of the branches at the moment. You are not 100% confident, but feel like if the bird had moved hectically from where it was, you would have seen the branches rustling more, or have seen it more. So whilst you don't have eyes in it at the moment, you can make an educated guess that it hasn't moved far from where it was, if at all. Cool. Then, on to either of you for your third minute.
Have either of the pigeons decided to go snack at the bottom of the tree?
Yes. Both of them are taking away your food there.
Okay. Can I do a perception check, please?
Absolutely.
13.
13. Not able to tell too much on a 13, but you focus on the fruit that you see the guys eating, and you don't see any of it disappearing invisibly. So you can make the reasonable assumption that the bird is not eating the food with the other pigeons at the moment.
What else to do? I don't know what else to do. Can I head back down the tree? Time I rope, I assume
In the middle of a trial.
You have your
In the
50 feet
middle
right?
of a trial. That's messed up. Sorry, that's not okay.
We have rope.
Yeah.
I'm going to tie it around the tree so that I can just get up and down easier, just using the rope.
Okay.
I'm going to head down.
Make a sleight of hand check on that as well, just to.
16.
Nice. Cool. You're able to do that quickly, efficiently, tighten up to strong bow.
And then I'm going to just sit there with, like, you know how people at the company gardens like sit there with their seeds in their heads? Yeah, I'm going to try and do that and just see if the pigeons will come up to me. My plan is to kind of pick them up and put them in the cage just so that they aren't a distraction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make an animal handling check.
Five.
5. I'm afraid
I
they
can
don't
say
seem-
it was.
Shut up.
It did happen.
They don't seem too interested in eating food from your hands when they've got the
Yeah,
all the
no,
food that you had
understand.
left out. You've still got a little bit of time left, however, with the
I
speed
don't know what else to do. I'm just going to sit there and try and persuade these pigeons to. So I didn't put like. So there's the bowl that I put in the tree with snacks.
Yes.
I've been
up
nomming
the
the
top.
snacks.
Yes.
There's snacks in the cage
Cool.
and there's snacks on the ground.
Right.
So
at the moment the 2 pigeons eating the snacks on the ground.
Yeah.
And then you're also holding
And then I'm
some
also
snacks.
holding.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've kind of divided up your snacks into
Yes.
4.
So
Can I assume 4 equal portions of snacks, or
there would be less snacks on the ground.
okay?
Um,
Because they would be soon finishing up those snacks.
yeah, that's what I was hoping. Because then they'd be like, you have snacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they do approach me, I'll just ask to roll another words. Another check.
Yeah. So before the end of your minute is done, they do finish their snacks, and you can make another animal handling check.
18.
18. Very nice. You have them both eating out the palm of your hand.
Yay. Okay, I'll do my plan at the next minute.
In the next minute, okay. Hi.
I am just sitting still as possible.
Mm-hmm.
If any pigeons come and eat the fruit on my hand,
Okay.
then I shoo them away, but I do it try to do it as subtly as possible, because I want to look like they're flying away on their own.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not making them fly away.
Make a sleight of hand check for that too,
Gosh, the rules today are not good.
or performance if you prefer.
Oh no, rolling dice. I hate this.
Yeah, frick, yeah, it's always a fine line. It took me a while to figure out how to design challenges that's a mix between needing the right numbers on the dice and having your actual creativity influence things. Because you can't have the dice not matter, but you can't have it just be rolled. 13. Okay. Yeah. I mean, your armor clanks a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's not. You're not making a ruckus when you're shooting them off. Yeah.
And then if I feel a weight,
Mm.
or if I feel something go in my hand, I'm gonna try and close it very quickly.
Make a perception check.
Natural 1. Ooh, that is.
Welcome to the club.
After
through all that.
you're holding your arm there in place, having shooed off the birds, and after a couple of more seconds, you feel something leave your arm, and a couple of the fruits and nuts fall out of your hand.
Oh my fucking god. That is rough, isn't it?
I'll just stay there.
Okay.
Come back.
All right. Cool. Yeah, you've got time to do 1 or 2 last things if you like. Otherwise, you can use those 1 or 2 last things as just another perception check,
Yeah, I'll just do
or a
this.
general other. You can request a check of your choice if there's a specific thing.
Have I heard the invisible bird make any noises while I've been in here? Have I heard this call? Getting it.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I'll just do this.
Cool.
5.
Oh my god.
Highest so far.
Highest.
Wow.
Sorry to hear that.
With the biggest smile on his face.
Yeah. That's extremely rough.
Oh, that really sucks.
Yeah. Just checking. I started with you, right? So that's. Or have I done you yet in the start?
Yeah, like
Okay.
highest last.
I was lost. Okay, cool. Yeah, coming to the end of the 3rd minute then. I just want to go. There is another ding. A 3rd pigeon is released into the enclosure.
Where are they being released from?
There's BAP.
As far as you can tell, they're just fluttering down from the things. You can make a perception check. Because you each make a perception check at the gong.
Yeah.
Wow.
3.
3.
Just
No.
use different dice.
Guys, that's not actually real. I have to break it to you.
Sure.
Use different dice.
Choose.
Yeah, then get the low rolls. Goed.
Well, the thing is, it's just.
No. Goed. That's it again.
Don't talk logic to us. We're D&D players.
Yeah, okay.
Heart of the dice, bro. Heart of the cards. Yu-Gi-Oh.
They can seem so hard password for that. Thank you.
It's not copyrighted. Say the word.
Okay.
Oh.
Please don't sue us.
At least
I
you-
got hold up in
At
court.
least you could have made this wrong.
Yeah. I'm quoting the source material.
What year was it made? Reference it, references.
90s.
Okay.
Harvard referencing.
With adjustments made to certain things, we can kick off the 4th minute. With
Holding the extra rope in one hand, swinging in the other.
yeah.
I'm going to look up in the general direction and
Cool.
say, show me something sexy, and I'm going to cast fairy fire in that general direction. It allows me to see invisible things.
Ooh.
There's an outline of blue.
Okay.
It's outlined in blue,
Right.
and I get advantage
What shade of
on attack rolls to it.
Very nice. Yeah.
Zero.
Is there a save on that on their part, or it's just
DC Dex 12.
Dex 12 fairy fire, which will be at disadvantage because they are greasy. A 12 and an 11. So with disadvantage, it just fails its save, and you do see the fairy fire. How does this fairy fire? It doesn't like remain afterwards, right? Because what I'm thinking is it goes up into the tree and then it dissipates.
Within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet.
Cool. Yeah. So you shoot up your fairy fire. It kind of goes through the tree, and the blue embers cascade down from the tree, fizzling out as they drop to the ground. And yeah, left behind is a blue outline. Kind of. It's not. It's you on the floor. Branches,
Okay,
like
not
just
that
above
tiny.
that. No, but yeah, you can see the outline. It's still through some bushes because it's not just sitting on air there.
Cool.
But yeah, you will have advantage on the attack roll. It does have partial cover, but
Fucking bird.
It's in a
Nat 20.
tree.
Nat 28.
Come on, baby, you got this. You got this. You got this. You got this.
Yeah. Yeah.
One in a two.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
What the hell is going on?
Eat it, baby. Eat it.
KB, I love you, but wow.
that is rough.
Probably gonna fucking cry.
You have inspiration.
No, I used the
It's
inspiration.
inspiration the last time.
Damn.
Roll a d4 on a 1 or a 2. The net gets stuck in the tree this time. Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, does not come down.
I
Right?
shouldn't be enjoying this much.
Your KB, your plans have been 10 out of 10.
They have been. They've been really good.
I have so much respect for the things you come up with. I really don't mean to be smiling this much.
You should have brought another net.
Do you want to go?
Yeah.
Would you like to spend the rest of your time trying to get the net down?
Or are you just gonna sit on the floor, just despondent?
No, Laika would not do that. So
I respect that.
Katie would,
Keep going.
Laika would not. So I will, yeah, shit, I'll try and see if I can dislodge it.
Alright, so you can make a strength check to tug it out of the tree, but there'll be a chance that the net rips as you do so, or you can make a sleight of hand check, which will take longer and be at a higher DC, but will get the net down safely if you succeed.
I'll just have that.
Okay.
Is it another nat one?
No.
Opposite.
It is a natural 20
Lovely.
for a 24.
Lovely.
You beat it.
At least got your net back. Now you just need to roll one more.
On a natural 20, I'll give you the chance to make another attack in the same minute, having been able to get it down in essentially one tug. It won't be an attack at advantage this time, but another attack it shall be.
Come on, come on, come on.
So it's plus my dex.
Yep.
16.
16. Hmm. Okay. 16 is what you're throwing against right now isn't necessarily the armor class of the bird or the tree. It's kind of like an accuracy test. So on a 16, that's close enough in the realm to where there's a chance you snag the bird here. So roll a d4. On a 4, you get the bird in the net.
Wow.
25% chance. Choose wisely.
Sam, you gave me these dice. You better fucking pay for it right now. 2.
Sorry.
Jeez, that was a cackle. That was a cackle if I've ever heard one. Okay.
Cool. Okay, we'll try
On
again.
a successful throw, it does
He's gonna
come
get a
back
drive
down to you, though, so it doesn't get stuck in the tree.
I really do it.
That will call an end to your minute with 3 pigeons chilling around in your cage.
Okay, even though I'm very sad,
Yeah.
Laika has a blaze in her eyes and is
Absolutely.
determined more than ever. It's like she'll
Oh my god.
and you'll just see like eyes brimming, muscles gleaming with sweat, and just like everything focused on the fucking bird.
Lovely. I love
Okay.
it. Cool.
Sorry, I love you.
All right.
I'll remember that.
Who's our next volunteer?
Hi, so
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay, I'm thinking that now the bird knows that if it eats fruit from my hand, it will not be harmed.
Can I just check you ended your turn in the same
Yeah,
position?
I am still not moving.
Okay.
Now I'm just focusing on if I feel weight that does not match anything visually.
Nice. At this point, you do hear a bird call, and you can ascertain that the bird is on the lowest branch of the tree over here, and that is. You spent enough time hearing the pigeon calls around that you do notice this is a distinct one. So that's the general vicinity that you hear the bird.
I will try imitate the bird call with my mouth.
Okay, make a. I guess this would fall under animal handling. Potentially performance.
The highest roll so far.
Hi.
Broken is 6.
Nice. Unfortunately, doesn't sound that good. Sorry, I'm just realizing. Need some water? Keep chatting to me, Jonah.
That's it. Staying still.
Okay, this might have been your last line. Just find out. Okay. So yeah, this is how you make people wait. So you build up the suspense a little, make it a really big surprise.
But I could not resist.
It's kind of like that with this. Okay. Cool. Yeah, as you wait, the bird continues chirping, and you hear its chirping kind of flutter down from the tree and look to be on the ground semi-close to you, not within an arm's reach per se, but decently close.
Yes.
You gonna remain still?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that'll draw that into your minute. We're now in the 4th minute. Let me just keep track of this one. Lauren hasn't been in. So now we'll move over to Zia. Remind me again. Sorry, my brain is juggling a lot. What was the last thing you did?
Pigeons like me, I'm attempting.
Yes, they're in your hands. Okay, yeah.
I'm going to attempt to put them in the cage. I don't know where you said the cage was compared to where the tree is.
The cage is smack dab in the middle.
Oh,
So
that's handy.
you'd be over here, it would be there. So you can make an animal handling check to attempt to have them stay in your arms as you climb up, walk them over, and attempt to lay them down in the cage. There is now a third pigeon roaming around, not in your hands. The last animal handling check you rolled is an 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty high. So the DC of an animal handling check would be lowered slightly because of that success.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you can make a just general dexterity check to see if you can, having them on your hands, flip around, like grab them, rush them into the cage type thing. Your choice.
Can I do the dex gently though?
Depends how well you roll.
So it's +4 compared to +1.
Which one are you doing?
Dex 14.
14. You are able to get one of them into the cage, the other one squawks and flies off far away up into the trees.
Mm-hmm. Also, you said that I'd heard the elusive bird.
Okay?
You said that I could hear it as though it was muttering to itself.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I forget who I've told is going.
Yeah, no, understandable.
Okay.
Will I be able to replicate those noises?
You can make an animal handling check to see that. You can hear it too well.
Ooh.
For
Nope. Sounds pretty discordant.
okay, this is wonderful. I'm not good with song, we know this. Okay, I'm going to put this pigeon. I'm going to be like, you are named Penny, and I'm going to put it in the cage and close the door slightly.
Sure.
I feel like this is the worst fucking nightmare.
The pigeon seems not too phased by that. I mean, it's in the cage now and
It
there's
snacks.
food in there.
Yeah.
And if I made an SCG in this thing, he hates birds.
What?
Crick rolls.
Fresh cut grass.
Fresh cut grass.
Oh.
He's a robot and he hates birds.
Interesting. If only my friend Simone was here. She is petrified of birds. Incredibly, and butterflies.
Her and fresh cut grass would be better.
And dolphins. Also dolphins. And Simone is a fellow. What am I doing? I am going to...
When you, just after closing the door of the cage, you hear a lilting sound coming from right on top of the cage. That does not sound like a pigeon.
Interesting. I am going to... What? I'm going to not attempt to grab it.
Okay.
Shut up. But I am going to start talking to it. Like, I know this probably won't work,
Okay.
but I will be like, I don't like.
Talking in like common, not trying to bird talk to it.
Oh, no.
Okay, cool.
You know how you talk to your animals, like, oh,
Yes.
such a pretty boy. Like,
Yep.
so cute.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that, except not in the baby voice.
Alright.
Yeah.
Roll an animal handling check.
Which dice will hate me less?
Would you like a moss dice?
But then we're rolling so bad.
They have been rolling really badly.
Dude, mushroom dice. Mushroom dice. For the win. Mushroom dice for the win.
19.
Wow. That is very good.
Thank you.
Nice. Yeah, you hear the bird twittering back to you, almost trying to mimic the words you were saying to it.
Cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I won't like try to grab it or anything. I will just keep having this conversation with it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool. So, we can draw an end to the 4th minute now. Perception check from you two, or you kind of have an idea where your bird is, so hi.
2.
Jeez. Lauren, you, as the chime sounds, see the bird right in front of you on top of the cage. This is what you see for a brief second before it vanishes again. Yes.
Can I roll to see if I recognize it? Or would Zia recognize
You can make a nature check, yeah?
it? 9.
9, afraid not.
9.
No. That's their thing.
Cool. So, prepare your plans for the 5th minute. I'm going to roll what I need to on my end. Okay.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Somebody else gets this on these songs.
Incredibly.
I'm going to.
It's such a pretty bird.
I'm going to.
You just gotta be nice to it.
Bring it up for something.
Hmm?
Bring it up for
No. No.
Yes.
No. No.
It's invisible even though he bleeds, so
He's engaged.
but like when you put it in the stew, how do you know?
You know what? I'm feeling stressed. I'm like,
The question is, will it stay not stay when it's dead?
Sure.
all right.
Yes. Okay. Who wants to go?
Well, hearing what the DM is going to say.
Yeah.
Yes.
As the chime sounds for the first minute,
The 5th
the,
minute.
Stressy. The 5th minute. Also, it's 10 o'clock. Let me know if you guys need to leave, but I'll figure after this. As of yet, there's been no halt called, so presumably no one else has caught their own bird. Neither of you guys have any idea how close anyone else is to catching such a feat. Otto, whilst looking around, you'd have seen a couple of other figures. You'd have seen what is quite blatantly an elven ranger. They're an elf, and they look like a ranger does.
Legolas who?
Is this the jaw-shaped jaw by the person?
Let's go with that. Just the archetype of an elven ranger, because that's what I picture them as. Looks to be just standing in the middle of the clearing, and their lips are moving. Sound doesn't transmit through the thing.
Looking away from the action up to the merchant lords. What are they doing?
Make a perception check. And you'd also see an elderly human figure, and it looks like he's attempting to fashion a trap from some sticks he's gathered, a couple of things that he had with him, and some broken water.
We'll release this.
Absolutely.
Everyone's got their own talents. 30.
No, it's
13.
That was very.
In between, they're definitely not a main focus, but the scrying cameras do pan to them a couple of times, and each of them looks to be observing, because there's 5 different boxes, one for each of the merchant lords, and I'm really struggling to speak. Each of them has their own kind of scrying crystal ball type thing, like in the D&D movie the fancy people had type thing. Each of them looks like they have their own one of those, so that they can look down, but because they're rich, they don't have to, and can get a really nice view from just looking down at their thing. Across the different times that the camera pans to the different boxes, you also see one figure who stands out from the entourage of the different merchant lords, which looks to be a tall female humanoid, but with glistening silver skin. They look to be wearing a sleek and elegant white dress, and be completely bald, and they are just seen standing behind each of the merchant lords,
Each of them.
well, at different times,
Oh.
but is kind of seen in their boxes, so this person just talk to each of them, pretty much, is what you're able to glean. But yeah, with that, who would like to kick off our 5th minute?
I volunteer as tribute.
Very well. And then, just like logically speaking, if you now catch the bird in this minute, the other people's minutes will still take place, because if they catch it in the same minute but sooner, then we'll deal with that when we get there, but absolutely.
I'm going to take my net.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. First of all, I'm going to take out my light crossbow.
Okay.
And I'm going to fasten the net to one of the bolts,
Alright.
so that when I shoot it,
Mm.
hopefully there will be a little bit more vuma and a little bit more punch,
Sure.
so I can get it better, but also it's a +4, so then there'll be a little bit more.
Absolutely, yeah, you can.
Just check your phone. Someone send a message.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make an attack and use the attack bonus with your light crossbow.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's a good point to check if it lasts a minute.
Mm.
Concentration.
It's up to a minute. So I'll do another little quick verbal thingy and, yeah, Dex 12.
Okay. Your grease thing. It doesn't. Can you just read to me that spell quickly in its entirety?
It actually is also a minute,
Okay.
so both those things will be gone.
Alright.
So I'm basically going to cast Fairy Fire again.
Cool. Got you.
Do you want to read Fairy Fire?
No, that's okay. You can. Yeah, go ahead and cast Fairy Fire. That's
Show me what you got,
this
6 one more time.
Nice. That's it's going to fail again. And so you will see it outlined in the whatnot. So then if you want me to help you move the camera there, you can do so. Yes, you do see it outlined, but as
Not
it
very well.
outlines, you see it where it was, but you do see it flit onto this side, with the grease being
Gone. Cool. And I'll move up
okay.
and rinse and repeat.
All right, go ahead, make an attack.
Dwarf gods, this is your time to shine.
Nat 1.
And a 14.
A 14 or an 18. Nice. So on 18, you can go ahead and roll a d4. On a 4 or a 3, you're landing in the net now.
50%.
It's 2 up on the from the 16 from last time, so you also get. So it's a proportion.
3.
Cool. So the net doesn't come back down to you because you hear a screech and have a bird in the net up there.
Cool. You have the now what? Yeah, sorry, my brain just freaked out everything. Okay, so I'll yank it down.
Okay.
But I'll try and like situate myself right below it. So
Yes.
I'll catch it as soon as it falls.
Cool.
I don't want to like fuck it up at all.
Okay. Yeah. So the bird is gonna attempt to fly out of the net as it comes down and has a little bit of empty space. So that is going to be a general dexterity check for that one.
There's a bird with no dex modifier.
This one has a modifier because it's a cool bird.
Would we be like fighting, or is it just trying to kind of escape?
Looks like it's just trying to escape, kind of. Yeah.
Cool.
So, on a natural 3, the bird doesn't escape. And so, the rope, it does tug itself just out of the path of your arms, so it doesn't fall into the arms. But if you're over here, it's probably like 5 feet trapped under the net, outlined in fairy fire
Okay.
near you.
Okay. Is that my turn, or is there enough time to put it in the cage? Probably.
You did what? You did fairy fire, didn't attack, and yanked it down.
Yeah, I think.
That's fine. Okay. Hi, Ozia.
Okay. Saying I'm just sitting there with my hand out and just looking very intently for any sign of it.
Okay. Make a perception check.
7.
All right. So you spend a few seconds looking around at your surroundings, listening
I'm just
in,
looking at my hand
looking
the
at
whole
your hand.
time.
Okay,
That's fine.
got you. Cool. Nevertheless, in the last place you saw the bird or heard the bird was there on the floor.
Yeah.
By you, correct?
No, it was in a branch. I don't know, maybe it was on the floor.
No, it did on the floor.
Yeah, I think it was on the floor.
Okay.
It was in a branch up here, and then it flew down
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
And it was kind of hopping towards you ish.
Yeah.
Looking at your hand, you're kind of looking at it so intently that it takes you a few seconds to realize that the fruit and nuts is moving on your hand.
Mm-hmm.
But as you realize that, you do also notice that there's a weight on your vambrace that you can't see.
Mm-hmm.
And so the bird is perched on your wrist, eating out of your hand.
Okay, I will very slowly move my arm like a bit close to my alarm,
Sure.
and then drop in there and like try to grab it super quick.
Okay. Make an animal handling check as you're moving the thing.
10.
10. Okay. That is still fine for the purposes of this. Because of some other previous rolls I've jotted down. Go ahead and make a dexterity check, contested by a dex saving throw
8.
on the bird's part. You bring your hands together and there's a wish of air and a flutter of wings as it just slips out of your grasp.
What did it roll?
Sorry?
What did it roll?
11.
Cool, that's me.
Okay. See?
I'm going to.
So it's on the bird cage, right?
In front
As
of
far
you.
as.
That's weird.
Yeah. Is it still on the bird cage? With the.
When the chime sounded, you saw it perched on the bird cage. You're beginning the second afterwards when it goes back.
Oh
into
yes.
the-
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to keep talking to it.
Okay.
And I'm going to be like. I'm going to speak to it very matter of factly.
Okay.
Like, okay. First off, I'm naming you Shirai after someone who I did get along with at first, but she was pretty nice. She was very, very nice to me, and my hostility was very undeserved. And I'm hoping that you will be as nice and as helpful as she was. And I am hoping that you will help me win this. So, could you, by any chance, help me put you in this cage? I'm not going to hurt you. There is plenty of food in there if you want to eat it. I will have to take Penny out the cage though, unless you and Penny want to be besties, in which case we love it. I'm not doing any of the hand gestures, it's just a me thing.
Sure, yeah.
Although, yeah. So I don't know how many people are close to winning, but I would very much appreciate it if you help me win this, because from what I can see, you are a very pretty bird, and I know pretty things don't belong in cages, but for the purpose of this challenge, that is where you need to be. I think.
Okay. Make a animal handling check again, just as a continued thing. And I am going to assume that you were speaking a lot faster, otherwise that would have been your time minute yapping.
And
then
so this is what
yeah. I'm taking that as the general vibe of what you were saying, like
Yes.
word for word.
No, not word for word.
Cool.
16. What?
I
That's 2 violations.
don't
today.
know what just happened.
Sorry. That's 2 violations today, Gabriel. 2. You are
Oh,
thin
it's like
water.
Gabriel.
Thin water.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Thin ice water.
Okay.
People forget who's driving them home, eh?
No,
People
no,
really forget who's
please.
driving them home. Yes.
Please. I don't want my mom to be upset with me.
As you're talking, the bird continues to twitter back at you, or whatever that sound equivalent is. And after a few seconds, you feel it hop onto the tips of your fingers and begin pecking nuts out of your hands.
Wowzers. Wow.
Yay. Great. That was my whole minute, so.
Okay. Cool. So,
Give it to me, Gabriel.
That was your only dinosaur.
No.
at the end of the 5th minute, the clock chimes. Jonathan, you can make a perception check. You two both, you see the bird clearly in your hand, you see it clearly in your net.
17. Now
Did you gather it up in your hands, or was it the bird, or was it on the net, on the floor?
It was on the net. If I had the time, I would have, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just going to say to it, you're a very pretty bird, aren't you?
Okay, Jonathan, you do see the bird. This one is also perched on top of its cage. No, you see it for a second there, not too far from you. At this time, there is this is now the 4th pigeon released into the cage, or the enclosure. And let's see, let me roll my things.
Somebody else gets this up all this time. though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal it from them.
Yes. We don't even know if we keep the birds. We don't even know if we keep the birds.
Yeah, but the birds, I want the thing.
Oh, I just really want a pet bird now.
Okay.
It's so pretty.
You can have it, but
It sounds very cute.
it is.
Oh, this is the meteorite, right?
Yes.
Ah, okay. I will
Okay.
help you steal it.
That's a lot of dice.
That is
That's a lot of dice.
Oh no.
So, as we start the 6th minute, at least 2 of you seem very close to completing this trial. Hai was potentially very close and has the bird in sight. Who knows what else?
Who knows what else? You didn't finish the sentence. No.
Who knows how well the other people are faring.
The magical streams know.
The magical streams do know. And you would see the monk,
Fucking meditating monk.
the meditating monk, at the moment of the chime, the scrying thing would be on him, and you'd see the bird appear perched on his shoulder. So presumably, if things go well for him, he's also very close. If you didn't get a good look at the bird when I showed any of the others, that is the type of bird. Wow. If you'd like to look it up at home, it's a resplendent quetzal.
I
Yeah.
don't know if that showed up at all.
Yeah, who knows?
It's just the top of
Might
the
have been hella blurry, who knows. Okay, I'm gonna quickly run and get some more water because for some reason my hands are numb. And
Oh.
no, it's fine. It just happens when I think or talk a lot or don't eat enough or something. I don't know. There's like any number of things it can be, but it's fine. It's just like light pins and needles. I'm chilling. Who wants to go first?
Fucking Laika, man. Stop fucking around.
Okay.
Okay, do it.
So,
Oh, Ned.
how are you going about gathering up this bird in the net? Because there's a few ways you can go about it. You can go about it slowly and carefully to try and not startle the bird more than it already is. But would potentially give the bird another chance to slip out of the net if you're taking your time. You can rush at it quickly and try and just scoop it up. But one thing to be aware of is the toll on the bird's heart. Birds, and generally speaking, unless it's like eagles or vultures or something, are frightened very easily, and we've launched quite a few attacks at it.
Okay.
So if you go calmly and cautiously, there's a chance it escapes. If you go too fast, there's a chance it has a heart attack or some similar thing, and you violate one of the tenets of the trial. Otherwise, you are welcome to come at it with a third approach, as it is the Ingenuity Trial.
I'm gonna pull it towards me.
Okay. Okay. Very cool. In what manner are you doing so? Are you trying to like
Also fair.
bit, yeah. Talk to me.
I will. What does it look like right now? Does it look frantic or does it look?
So it doesn't look like anything. Your fairy fire would have expired again at the start of this.
Right.
But you wouldn't see the bird, but you can tell that it is frantic. It's like chirping in a panicked way. You can see the net like poofing up as it kind of tries to flap its way out or do various things. Yeah, the bird looks, well, seems to be pretty stressed out.
Okay. I think if it's frantic, Laika wouldn't add to the franticness.
Okay.
So, because, yeah, she feels like a hothead, so I was thinking about her just like pouncing on it.
Right.
But she also has the patience of a tinkerer. So
Absolutely.
gingerly she will be pulling it towards.
Awesome. Cool. You can make a sleight of hand check, just to, as unnoticeably as possible, kind of slowly pull it towards you and perhaps even jerk it towards you slightly in the time so you can see the bird is popping up. 17, very nice. Yeah, so you're able to get the bird to within arm's reach of you. It looks as panicked as it has been, but yeah, it appears that you haven't added to its stress by pulling it nearer to you.
Okay, cool. I'm going to gently reach out for it and I'll mimic its bird call.
Okay.
Should try to calm it down somewhat.
Sure. Animal handling. As you do so.
19!
Nice. Okay. So thinking back to the bird calls you first heard it make when you set up the piton set of bird chimes and the kind of inquisitive noises it was making, you mimic those back at it, and you do hear its own cries get a bit softer, get a bit calmer, and it's by no means perfectly content, but looks a lot, does seem that you've considerably de-escalated its stress.
Cool.
On a 19.
Cage.
Nice. Cool. So, yeah, without too much trouble, you're able to close it in the cage and you've successfully completed the trial. We'll see if either of these two are able to do it in this minute or any of the others, and then we'll figure out if they would have done it faster than you.
Cool.
But
Cool.
very nice. Hi, Ozia. Not that
You.
either of you know that Laika would have been at all close to this,
Yeah.
but will be fine moment.
Yeah. I will keep speaking and I'll be like, okay. I hope that this won't startle you, but I'm going to attempt to open the cage now. And I'm going to very slowly move one of my hands away and open the cage very slowly.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna have to put you in the cage right now. It does not bring me joy, but please just bear with me. And I'm gonna attempt to slowly
Okay.
put in cage.
Zia's Mary Kondoing this right now.
All right.
Oh, I was like, but no.
Make a final animal handling check. I will offer you either a straight roll at a lower DC or an roll at advantage at the average DC, given the very positive successes you've had recently. Your choice.
So straight roll,
With a decreased DC,
lower DC.
or a
Advantage.
DC that I haven't decreased but a roll at advantage.
Ooh.
So I don't get to add anything.
Well, it's animal handling, so.
I will go with the straight roll.
Okay.
Haha.
I'm so nervous.
But isn't the consequences of my own actions?
13.
Okay. Yeah. With the DC lowered to 12.
Oh!
From 16, that succeeds.
Wow.
And so you too successfully get the bird in the cage. So you did it quicker in a second. Hi.
I do not know what to do anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
I tried so much.
We love
Yeah.
high.
Yeah.
We do.
It's been an admittedly really unfortunate series of rolls for High.
I don't even work in a minute.
But as last you saw, your bird was on top of the cage, and it is making noises that you can hear, so you can ascertain it hasn't moved, except for potentially hopping around a little bit on the top of the cage.
I'm doing nothing.
You've resigned yourself.
Yeah. I hate this bird now. I don't even want to hold it. I don't want anything to do with it anymore.
Okay. Dice are an interesting thing. In spite of that fact, you do hear it swoop over and sit itself on your shoulder.
Oh yeah. I'll try grab it.
Interesting. Surprise! Put his dice away.
I gotta go to bed, guys. I have school tomorrow.
Aw.
First day back.
Oh, damn.
Damn yeah.
What is it?
Stains.
Animal handling or?
If you're trying to do it gently and gingerly, you can do animal handling.
No,
If you're
I'm
trying to
not
do
gonna
it
do it.
quickly, it'll be a contested dexterity.
Oh. 21. Now they're good. Yeah, just stop trying.
You just need to put them back in your bag.
You grab the bird.
Yes, I'll walk over and pick up the cage, wherever it was, and put it in.
Okay.
You suck.
Okay.
Different approaches that you guys use.
So, you have all three successfully completed this challenge.
Wow.
The only one who rolled well enough to also have a chance in this final minute is the Earth Genasi. So, he will get...
Oh no. Oh
He also gets his bird in the cage.
Wow. Okay, so now we roll.
So... Okay, so what we're going to do here is just have everyone roll a d20. Highest wins the whole thing. You two will get advantage on the rolls because you were so close already last time. Yeah. And then I'll consider the highest of that, no modifiers, to just be the winner.
Interesting.
Okay.
I rolled a 2 as my lowest.
18.
15.
19.
15, 19.
2 and a 19.
Then you roll a 20. Oh!
Oh, 19.
A 19!
Wow.
A 19 as well.
Who has high attacks? Oh, interesting.
Actually, they have the same
yeah.
decks, which is interesting.
Oh, that's so interesting! Oh my god! Oh, that's such a tricky one.
Okay. At the start of the minute, you were still closer.
Mm-hmm.
So, roll a d8 on, actually, statistics is gonna be, roll a d6 on a 3, 4, 5, or 6. You win. On a 1 or a 2, the monk is faster and wins.
6.
Nice.
It's dice. Why are you applauding?
Dude, come on. So,
What are you talking about?
It's dice!
given that it is so late, we'll do the same thing as we did last time and pick up from the moment of you winning. We'll cut off there, but Zia, congratulations. You've successfully won by literally as close as it could possibly be between all three of you guys
Yeah.
and an extra fourth combatant, the Ingenuity Trial.
Oh,
How did the ring
Yeah.
and the admin do?
You don't know. You'll have to see. Cool. So, thanks everyone. Very long session, but I thoroughly enjoyed that.
That was so
That had
stressful.
freaking everything in that session. Thank you to everyone. We'll cut off here. We'll pick up next session for the continuation of the trials. Cheers.
Nice.